It's Monday again. What's going on, everybody? We are here for Monday Night Raw, back-to-back live streaming nights. Fastlane is in the book. I hope some of you guys were able to tune in last night for that pay-per-view. And now, Monday Night Raw is about to kick off. The Monday Night Raw preview tonight. We've got Triple H confronting Batista face-to-face. And that's all I know about so far. So, The Shield is having their big send-off, which is suspicious. Why is tonight their send-off? Why is tonight their final night? None of that makes any sense. So, we might have just as of an interesting night tonight as we did last night. How y'all doing? Liam, Dr. Furman? Alright, cool, we can hear me. Dr. Furman, I'm working on a video for him. He was the latest in the donation video list, and that video will be coming soon. It's kind of a weird one. I really hope I can do it justice for you, Dr. Furman. I really do. But I appreciate your support. Nick, down nice. Jose, John, awesome. All y'all guys. Kenster, Diehard, how we doing? I have a feeling tonight might have a bigger audience than last night. It was one of my lowest watched pay-per-view streams ever. I don't think anybody gave a shit about Fastlane. All right. We are 27 nights away, less than 4 weeks. Raw is in Pittsburgh, and Michael Cole is screaming at us. And here comes the Shield. So yeah, this is suspicious as hell. I mean, I'm starting to believe less and less that Dean is leaving. I mean, even if he was, why would tonight have to be the last night for them? Why was last night billed as the last hurrah of the Shield? And why is tonight their final night in the ring together? They're all going to remain on Raw for the next several weeks, because Dean's not leaving yet. So that's weird. Something tells me last night for the Shield, my ass, unless one of them turns heel. And if you're going to turn Ambrose again, why didn't you just turn him last night? Colin, what's going on? And David, how y'all doing tonight? For those of you just tuning in, pretty low audience in here so far, but the Shield is kicking off Monday Night Raw. This is supposedly their last night together, which I don't believe for a second. But we shall see. I'll tell you what, when I was kind of hanging around online last night after Fastlane, seems like Fastlane was getting a little bit better of a review than I thought fans were going to give it. More people liked it. I thought people were kind of tearing apart. That's the impression I was getting. I certainly think the show had its problems, but it did a whole lot of table setting for WrestleMania. And luckily, the fans appreciated that and seemed to really like the show because storylines were starting to be put in place. And tonight is the official night where we'll start getting probably more matches announced for WrestleMania. Still don't know what Roman's going to do, or Dean for that matter. I mean, if Dean is really leaving, wouldn't you think WWE would just leave him off the card? Why are they going to give him a big WrestleMania payday if he's taken off? And here's Cole talking about his contract, too. No, Ryan, I didn't see what Becky posted on Instagram. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be really easy to find examples of people saying wrestling is faked or scripted or staged or anything like that. I think a lot of fans' real big issue with this is a lot of this stuff is being done on TV. I don't care about the Ronda stuff. So what? She did a little promo on a cell phone while she was getting her hair did. You know, profanity-laced rant on how wrestling is fake. To me, what happened on Monday Night Raw last week was even worse than that. With Triple H saying, like, I'm not the character, or whatever he said, and Braun Strowman choking the little SNL guy for 7.5 minutes, and then he no-sold it. You know, so to me, that's worse. And plus, on every single DVD and documentary, WWE admits it's fake all the time. Let's get rowdy. And I think it's cool that Piper was the one that quoted that, considering that Rousey kind of is using his gimmick. Seems like Ronda should be the one to quote Piper.
I've come to realize
Roman's talking.
short, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. So, if last night was the last time ever, I have no regrets.
See, already he's saying if last night was the last time ever. They got to stay together long enough to unload a few of them T-shirts.
I was in this ring doing what I love with people I love.
Richard Fleur.
and gentlemen, we are on the road.
No, Harlem Heat is in. I think that was made official. Very cool. I can live with Harlem Heat. I'm starting to feel less and less likely that the Hart Foundation's going in, though.
That need to handle their business. It's us. You see, I haven't had a one-on-one singles match on Monday Night Raw in over 5 months.
It's got to be Corbin if you're facing anybody.
We could correct that and have one tonight here in Pittsburgh. You see, Ambrose has got some...
Watch me since you were in high school? Nice, Nova. How old are you now? Probably pretty old.
I don't necessarily know what it is, but I don't think he does either, so that's why we love you, man. Good luck.
Dean is like always just tweaking out.
But the man who has the real business is you. How many years you been chasing the dream?
Yeah, Jason, there's no rule against 2 tag teams going in, but I'm just not feeling the Hearts. I think they would have announced them already. That was the big rumor. They were the first name rumored. And all of a sudden now it's like, what the hell? I guess they could still go in. It's not completely ruled out, but it's not looking likely. Maybe next year.
To speak for him, but that's exactly what he's gonna do. Because my man is the main event of WrestleMania. He's gonna beat Brock Lesnar. He's taking that Universal Championship. And while he does it, the whole world is gonna chant, "Burn it down."
Brock's not there tonight, right? Just Batista? Brock should be showing up on TV pretty soon. How many Raws do we have including this one? 4? 3 more after this? They got a lot of work to do. And that's it? They're leaving?
It has been quite the ride for those 3 men as the iconic unit known as the Shield.
Did Roman mention who he's facing? He says he wants a one-on-one match tonight. I guess we're getting that. Not sure who will induct Harlem Heat. It's a damn shame that Sherry is not alive anymore. She'd be great. Sister Sherry. There's talk about eliminating the inductors, though, and maybe just doing video packages and having them come out there. Don't know if that's legit or not. I think it was X-Pac was mentioned something about that. But if they are going to have an inductor, who else was with Harlem Heat? Was Colonel Parker with them for a short time? Who else was associated with Harlem Heat? I'm trying to think. Oh, Seth is still in the ring, sign staring? I didn't realize that. What you still doing in there, Seth? Oh, you're gonna say things? Okay.
The Shield burned it down.
Oh no, Heyman. Teddy Long, there you go. I mean, Robert, oh, that's right, he was Tennessee Lee. Colonel Parker. Robert Fuller, the Fuller family. Jacqueline, maybe, oh yeah, Jacqueline too, Teddy Long, all those will work. They're going to have to do some sort of twist or swerve at WrestleMania, aren't they? Like, is Roman just going to have a random match at WrestleMania and win and keep his nose completely out of Seth and Brock? Or is there going to be some sort of twist? I really want to see Seth win the belt. I'm just starting to not feel it now that Roman's back. Hulk Hogan would be funny. only wrestling like lifers, longtime fans, insiders will even get why he should. Oh, that'd be great. I would love Hogan to do it. Hey, true dat. I was there. Brian took him to the limit.
They got pushed to his limit by the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Check out the Owen Hart Hall of Fame sign in the front row. Y'all see that?
The Brock Lesnar that was this close to being beaten by Finn Balor.
Here's a strange idea for Harlem Heat. What about, like, the Steiners? Or, like, a tag team that feuded with them to induct them or something. Probably wouldn't work. Steiners need to go in the Hall of Fame, too. And we should do that before they both die.
Well, you know, it seems to me that your client has a bit of a problem with guys who are my size, my stature, of my speed, my quickness, my agility, my style.
That's very true.
But there is only one man who is uniquely suited to beat your client at WrestleMania, and it's Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, no WrestleMania for me. I'm not going to be able to make it. I'll be right here in this chair, though.
3 weeks, Paul. You know, that's all you got left. So run your mouth. Because I'm going to WrestleMania. I'm taking the Universal title off your beast, and I'm bringing it back to Monday Night Raw. Every single week, Paul.
Can you believe we've virtually been waiting for this since Brock beat Goldberg? Doesn't that seem like a century ago? You know, when that match happened? That was like 2 years. And then Roman took it off him at SummerSlam and had it for like 2 months and was right back on him. It was like, it's just never ending. I'm ready. Sting and Luger, I don't know. I don't want the inductors to outshine the actual inductees. Going to WrestleMania 36? Possibly. It is in Tampa. I love Florida. Been to Tampa many times. Maybe. I would like to get WrestleMania a little bit closer to me so I'm not flying all the way across the country, but I was kind of hoping I'd go if they come back to Arizona or something like that, but maybe. Paul Heyman's right about this, too. It's a good promo by Heyman. Oh, he's not there. He's on the screen. Oh, we get a video package. I think Brock should literally be sitting on his couch with his feet up, barefoot, drinking a beer and eating a Hot Pocket and cutting a promo on Seth. Yeah, Seth. You can see I'm working out hard, collecting that. The reason I'm a little higher up in the chair and the camera's kind of high is because I'm sitting on $3 million cash. But I'll be there at WrestleMania to beat you. And I'll keep this belt because it looks real good on my mantle next to all my deer heads. Make Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey the two most hated people going into WrestleMania. And have them both conquered. Be like WWE versus UFC. Thoughts on Harlem Heat? I love Harlem Heat. I'm thrilled for them going into the Hall of Fame. Two-time Hall of Famer Booker T. How cool is that? I feel a little bit better. I can take a breath. Like, I was really worried we'd have a crazy induction again, because the last couple, Honky and Tori, have ruffled some feathers. Even though I'm perfectly fine with both, really. But now I feel better. Harlem Heat adds a little bit more legitimacy, I guess. Probably poor choice of word, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't care, like, who goes in before who. Acolytes will go in. As far as I'm going in before Harlem Heat, it doesn't bother me. As long as the Acolytes go in, which they will, I'm cool with it. Is Shelton coming out? Wow, what a reaction he got from the crowd. Now, Shelton and Brock have got some history, right? Minnesota, amateur wrestlers. Benjamin was in Team Angle during that 03 angle with Brock. Cool. So what does this mean? Benjamin's on SmackDown and he attacks Seth Rollins? Hey, on paper, that would probably be a pretty sweet match. Random as hell, but whatever. So much for waiting for the shakeup. Hey, let's just move a guy over here. Unless I'm crazy, but he was on SmackDown, right? So if you're already shaking shit up, what's the point of having the shakeup? Y'all tell me. Yeah, look at this. We got a ton more people in here tonight watching than we did last night for the pay-per-view. Fastlane was not the most eagerly anticipated pay-per-view we've ever had. Oh, and they were a tag team in OVW. That's right. Yeah, I mean, I remember they were in there together. I didn't know if they did any teaming or not. Oh, and they were tag champs in OVW. Okay. I guess I knew that. It's been a while. That would have been, what, 02? 01? Damn. Yeah, kind of no crowd reaction for Shelton there, but at least if they put these two guys maybe tonight in the main event of Raw or something one-on-one. And I don't know if this is any sort of... Knowing WWE, this is like a one-time thing for Shelton to get on Raw, and then they're never going to follow up with it at all. But if they try to maintain this alliance between the two and have Shelton maybe befriending Brock or something as former partners and all that, and the bond that they have with their amateur wrestling and shit, I don't know. It's asking a lot for WWE to actually follow through with something, so we'll have to wait and see. It's cool to see. I'm never going to complain about seeing Shelton Benjamin, though. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. Yeah, I threw out the unifying the titles before Aaron, but I'm not feeling it. I think Asuka has her own match. What's going on, Life of Brandon? I'm former BNN squad. What does that mean? Oh, that was your old username? I'm doing good, man. Thanks for hanging out. Brandon? Do I drink Modelo? Yeah, sometimes. I always drink that in the summertime at the beach. If I'm ever popping a Modelo Especial, it's usually with an ocean real close. Tonight, it's the usual. Stella. Oh, so this match is now. I'm like, a minute ago, I'm like, well, maybe they'll put him in the main event. No, they're going to put him right now. Shelton, Prepare to be curb stomped. And we got Paul Heyman on commentary. Can we make this a regular thing?
Why do you just presume things about what I do? Well, good question.
Heyman.
Thank you. So I do have a question for you, though, Paul. As Rollins and Benjamin now go one-on-one.
Bearded ref, he's our favorite, right?
Where is Brock Lesnar, the Universal Champion? We're 4 weeks away from WrestleMania, and he didn't show up to work again. I'm sorry, are you doling out Brock Lesnar's work assignments now? Brock Lesnar is in training. He is an athlete, a one-of-a-kind.
He's in training.
Athlete, and he is in training for WrestleMania, where he.
So how is WWE on TV trying to explain Brock? Are they saying that Brock is not showing up every week, like he has the choice? Or are they being honest and say that Brock's not booked? So all these weeks that Brock doesn't show up on TV, the reason he's not doing it is because he doesn't feel like it? Wrestlers are allowed to do that? Somebody needs to tell the rest of them. If I was there, I'd be taking some days off. I don't know why they're comparing Brock to Shelton Benjamin. I mean, Brock has got a lot of work to do if he ever wants to reach the height of Shelton Benjamin. I mean, my God, it's like apples and oranges.
By pinning Roman Reigns. No, I have no concern. Thank you for your question. Next, Rollins right hand to Shelton Benjamin as he takes the fight outside the ring. So why Shelton Benjamin, Mr. Heyman? Benjamin, of course, is a longtime friend of Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, I like how all the McMahons, some are faces, some are heels. Right now, it looks like Triple H might be the lone babyface. Stephanie tries to be one, but I don't trust her. Yeah, now Shane and Vince are full-blown douches. Especially that Shane, man, after what he did to the Miz's dad. Dastardly act. There you are, Catherine. Where the hell have you been? We were all worried about you last night. I said if you didn't show up tonight, I was gonna text you. Make sure you didn't fall in a well. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Oh. I'd love to see the gold standard back. Hello. Or hell yeah. And hello, just made this. Oh, commercial. Uh-oh, y'all. Only 3 episodes left of Who Gives a Shit Island. Who do you think's gonna get voted off, shot, drowned? How's this work? Oh my God, so stupid. I don't want this to end, y'all. Drink is a Michelob Ultra. Damn. Kane's cool. Everybody that's told me they've met Kane has said cool things about him. He doesn't seem like a jerk. He doesn't come off that way at all. I haven't met him a couple times. That was back in his Kane days with the long hair and everything. He was quiet, but he certainly wasn't rude at all. Oh yeah, Elias. I meant to say that to you too. Elias was on the show 3 times last night. Missed it. Yeah, like if that's going to be a thing, Lorenzo, if Seth is going to start fighting opponents or people from Brock's past, who else could he face? Like, what else has Brock done? He never really had a faction or a group, did he? He could fight past opponents, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'm suspicious about Dean Ambrose leaving. Don't know what's going on there.
What's your secret? I discovered eugenics. Wish my husband did. It's easy. Just send a text.
Yeah, he could face Kurt Angle. Yeah, Elias, and the craziest thing about Elias being out there, Catherine, is that he, like, finished. Not in you. Oh, that's horrible. But he finished, like, all 3 songs. Like, it was crazy. Didn't he finish the 3rd one, or did he get interrupted? I can't remember, but I think he finished them all. I didn't know what the hell we were watching. I'm like, this isn't right. I thought somebody missed their cue. Zach Gowen, there you go. Bring him back in there versus Seth. I can already hear the promo. Seth will be like, how does it feel to never be able to perform my finishing move? I don't think Zach could be able to do a curb stomp. It would be very hard. I guess he could technically do it. Why are you so ill? I don't know, Catherine, because I set myself up for an easy one. I lobbed a softball right up. I had to hit it. I got no choice.
And we are back live on Monday Night Raw. Shelton Benjamin versus Seth Rollins. Rollins faces Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship in 4 weeks at WrestleMania. Lesnar's advocate Paul Heyman.
How Weezy, what's going on, man? How are you? Thanks for the super chat. You haven't missed much so far. Shield opened up with a promo. They didn't say really anything. Roman and Dean left. Seth stayed in the ring to cut a promo. Heyman came out and cut a promo on him. And then Seth was attacked from behind by Shelton Benjamin. Now we're getting a one-on-one match. Shelton kind of came out of the blue. But Shelton's got a history with Brock. They go way back. Pretty sure Benjamin attended Minnesota, didn't he? They were tag champs in OVW. Came in together. But beyond that, I don't know where this is going. Probably nowhere. Heyman's on the phone, y'all.
Benjamin if he can knock off Rollins here tonight. You're absolutely right. He can do great things for Shelton Benjamin's individual career. Hasn't had the best luck recently on SmackDown Live.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the RKO. Yeah, Elias got interrupted by Lacey Evans, who came out there and just wowed us and entertained us with a 9-second walk to down the ramp and back. And then he got RKO'd by Randy Orton, and AJ Styles was like immediately out there in the ring and fought off Randy Orton, and they're setting up for WrestleMania with those two. So Elias took an RKO for no reason.
My client does not appreciate your interrogatories towards his advocate during this television show, nor did my client think that video package was very well done.
According to Ronda Rousey, wrestling is fake. Is that true? No, it's just locker room talk. Don't worry about it.
My client, Brock Lesnar, will be here live next week on Monday Night Raw to answer any and all questions you may have. Oh, great. And meanwhile,
I miss Heyman on commentary from back in the Attitude Era. I love after every like near fall, he would go 1 second away. Rollins has the type of agility that Benjamin used to have. I mean, Benjamin's just older now, but the way Seth springboarded off that top rope, I mean, that was very much like Benjamin used to be. I'll never forget that springboard when he went and Shawn caught him with a super kick. Probably one of my favorite finishes to a match on Raw ever. Whatever year that was. That was amazing. I think that was even in the intro to Monday Night Raw for the longest time. I almost sued the company.
Launching Seth Rollins at will right now. The Kingslayer in a great deal of trouble.
Shelton Benjamin seems quite comfortable in this position.
Oh shit.
Added wallet from Mr. Heyman as well.
Benjamin out.
I just shut off the fucking stream. Last time I did this by accident, I stayed up. Let's hope I didn't go anywhere. As Seth kicks a couple super kicks into Benjamin. Let's make sure I'm still with us. And Seth picks up the win. I'm still here, right? I think I'm still here. I don't know why I always do that. And every time I do that, I panic like I went off, but I think we're good. We're still here. All right, well, random win against Shelton Benjamin, but still a win. Yeah, I think if I close out of the stream, it doesn't shut off. I can still pull it back up in another window, and I'm still here. It just resets my timer, that's all. Still isn't as bad as when Tito laid on the power strip and just shut my power down. That really made it go out. I had to fire up all my computers again. Took me another like 10 minutes to get back online. Little bastard. Is Balor coming out? Was Seth still in the ring? Yeah, I was just talking about that, David. Yeah, I'm not even sure if he walked on it. He lays down here. And he lays, like, literally on the power strips, probably because it's warm. And I think he just hit the little button that everything is plugged into. Shutting down the whole damn gig. What's up, Seth? What's up, Finn? Want to shake hands? Sure. Yeah, I mean, Shelton Benjamin's making these flights. Nice for him to be featured on TV once or twice. He's probably working his balls off on house shows. Didn't hear about Brie Bella retiring. Did she for real? Good. I don't want to see the Bellas get a tag team title shot at WrestleMania. Look at that big Lashley face on the screen. You're not good at making an angry face, Lashley. It's creepy as shit. Now here's the Bellas here. What did she say? She retired on Total Divas or Total Bellas or whatever they're on? Ugh. I guess Liv Morgan's probably pretty happy about that. And that theme song. Stephanie has officially graduated. There is no worse. Oh man, I've been a proponent of the off-season forever. They got enough guys they can still give people time. I don't know if that'll ever change or not. No, Finn didn't work last night. He had the night off. Yes, SW or SGW. Thanks for the super chat there. I'm feeling like they are. Maybe WWE really hasn't truly decided. Maybe they're gonna wait to see which match garners the most interest or something. I don't know, but it's feeling like all signs are pointing to the girls, and I'm hoping it's them. I mean, they definitely have the dominant storyline right now. I'd say even over Seth and Brock because Brock's not there. And plus all the commotion that's being stirred up with Ronda Rousey and her comments and kind of how they're booking and this feud and everything, and this issue between the three of them. It's got people talking, so I'm voting for yes. Yeah, Lisa, I said the same thing. Even on the kickoff show when I was watching Beth, I said to myself, I'm like, she looks amazing. You know, she really does. And I mean, I wasn't thinking she could get back in the ring. I just thought she looked really good in general. And then when she was out there calling the tag team match and she got involved with Nia Jackson Tamina, I'm like, sweet. Beth might be getting back in the ring or maybe gearing up for a WrestleMania match or something. I'm into that. I like Beth. Good old resident of Asheville, North Kakalaki. Yeah. No, I agree, Catherine. The funny thing is with that, though, I think you mean like all shows. Yeah, it wouldn't just be TV. I want the guys to have like a couple of weeks off and stuff. But, you know, back in the day when the shows were shorter, I remember as a kid, I'd go weeks at a time, sometimes months without seeing who I'm used to seeing. You know, I didn't always get a Junkyard Dog match on TV or a Harley race match or anything like that. Sometimes you saw them, sometimes you didn't. But now with WWE, it's like everybody has to be featured. Everybody has to have their entrance. Everybody has to do everything as a bug is flying around my face. You know, and just back in the day, it just didn't need to be like that. You know, WWE wants to give the audience every wrestler, every entrance, and you just don't need to. You know, it's not, you don't need everybody out there. And they don't really use everybody, definitely not on TV, but I think there's definitely enough roster to where you can take a chunk of guys and just say, okay, you're off for 3 weeks. Or a month or something. Pay structure would have to change in order for that to work. Otherwise, wrestlers would make less money. It's kind of like going to Mars, you know? Like, we're close. You know, we know kind of how to do it, but we probably shouldn't do it until we know we can do it right. It's a weird analogy, but it's the way I look at it. So the show tonight is in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's changed arenas, right? The Igloo is no more, correct? The Igloo where the Pens used to play, and that's where Mankind fell off the cell. That's not this building, right? Any Pittsburghonians in the house? Pretty sure that's a new arena. Revival never got an entrance. I know, they still didn't. Last night they introduced the foreign commentators during that. I didn't know that you could buy bots, but I had a feeling you could because I saw one or two like YouTubers, I'm not going to mention any names, but I had noticed that they had a dramatic increase of subs and then they went away. So I think you can. Subs don't do any good if people aren't tuning in, so... Yeah, so I mean, I know sometimes these arenas change names, but the Igloo was quite old, so I'm not surprised it's a new building now. I think cities generally build a new building every like 25 years or something, don't they? In Detroit, I know the Palace was like built in like 89 or 90, and it's already gone. And the Pistons are in a whole new, or it might still be there, but they've moved out, kind of thing. So a lot of these cities frequently upgrade their arenas. We need a good one here in San Diego. Yeah, all forms of entertainment, Catherine, it's like that. And that's why it's get to the point where the fans are so used to WWE doing this now if you have somebody like, for example, Finn Balor, who didn't have a match last night at Fastlane, you have the fans speculating where he was. Oh my God, why didn't have Finn Balor have a match last night? Because he just didn't have a match, you know. So at least WWE knows that they can't put everybody out there for pay-per-views and stuff. But yeah, to me, there would be really no big deal, especially if you're in the middle of an angle or a feud and somebody gets beat down or severely beaten up. Maybe they're just off TV for 2 weeks. Like, what's the harm? I remember the United Center was state-of-the-art. I remember when WWE went there for SummerSlam, they never went there again. And I thought that was a sweet-ass building. I think WWE was the first show ever in United Center. Kind of looks like the Staples Center, just really big and bright like that. And super high-tech arena for that time. But now that building's old. That building's 25 years old now. I've never been to the United Center, but on TV it looks amazing. Kind of reminds me of the Staples Center a little bit in as far as size goes. And Staples I've been to. What's going on, Mike Witt? How you doing? Kofi Kingston got screwed. Well, it's definitely leading to something for him at WrestleMania. I don't know what they're gonna do at WrestleMania. I don't know if we need another multi-man match, but it almost feels like we get some sort of fatal four-way or triple threat if you throw in Mustafa Ali or Kevin Owens. But Daniel Bryan had the Elimination Chamber match. Then he had a triple threat last night. Now he's gonna have another multi-man match at WrestleMania, and we already have the triple threat with the women. So how many of those do you need? Not that they won't do it, but if it was up to me, I'd say just give Kofi the one-on-one match. Might be kind of an interesting story for Kofi to kind of have the same type of story and fan support that Daniel Bryan had in 2014. And Daniel Bryan this time has to lose to the very guy that he was 5 years ago. That might be like kind of fun. But if you do a four-way or something and you put the belt on Kofi, great. Awesome, he deserves it. Even if you don't put the belt on Kofi, it sure as hell beats being on the pre-show with the New Day or hosting the event. He now has a title match, heavily featured match, big match on the pay-per-view. And that's what they're setting up with Vince McMahon screwing with Kofi Kingston and all that. It's like the fans were. I didn't mind fans mad at the storyline. Oh, I can't believe Vince is doing that to him. I mind the fans thinking that WWE is like doing Kofi wrong. Oh, they're treating him like shit. No, they're doing this to set him up for something better. Not that he'll necessarily win the title. That's not a guarantee. But being involved in a title match at WrestleMania, I think virtually is a guarantee. I mean, why they're not just gonna screw with him on TV and then leave him off WrestleMania. Like, why would they do that? So put him out there, give him the match. You can decide whether or not you want to put the belt on him or not. You don't have to. If Daniel Bryan keeps rolling, wonderful. But you might have to do a title switch if they've changed their mind on Seth Rollins and might have Brock keeping the belt. Hell, maybe Brock and Daniel Bryan both retain. Anything could happen.
Accessorize, cheated poker, yes, but also how to make real southern butterfly shrimp. Gotta use buttery crackers for the grill. And primal fresh. 8 shrimp plus the side and the biscuit for just $5.
Yeah, Kofi going to Mania is a done deal. I'm not 1,000,000% sold yet that Kofi will win the title. I would like him to. I think it would be cool. But I don't think the fans that were mad. I don't have, like I said, I don't have any issue with the fans that are like mad at the storyline and just want to be mad at Vince. Fine, no problem. But it's the people that are saying that WWE is mistreating and misusing Kofi Kingston and he deserves better. I'm like, well, he's gonna get better. They wouldn't do this if they weren't gonna give him something better, you know? So I was just hearing a lot of that last night. I'm like, everybody chill. The match didn't go over well. It went over like a fart in church. It was very quiet. Fans hated it. Fans chanted boring through the bar handicap match with Kofi. So even though the setup for what they're going to do at WrestleMania was good, I was happy to see Kofi screwed with by Vince McMahon instead of being ignored by Vince McMahon. Vince took the time out to call Kofi and the New Day into his office and to trick him into going into the ring so he could get murdered by two guys. How can you not see that this is going to be good for Kofi in the end? Title or no title? Oh my god. Why don't you put Crisley Knows Best up there with Stephanie McMahon's theme music? Of the things that will make me drink bleach.
Bobby Lashley looking to win back his Intercontinental Championship against Finn Balor, and it's been pretty much all Lashley throughout this match. Lashley's been dominant, now using his massive biceps to squeeze the air out of Finn Balor.
There haven't been that many Black champions, not world champions anyway. Just a few. I mean, I'd like it for Kofi for a million reasons. I mean, Black's another one that I wasn't really considering, but yes, you know, to have another African-American WWE champion will be great. I was also thinking more in terms, though, of just Kofi's hard work and all the years he's been there. Put his time in. The guy's beloved by fans and his locker room of wrestlers he works with, you know? You're not going to find one wrestler that they say, hey, do you think Kofi deserves a shot with the title? Or a run with the title? Every one of them, 100 out of 100 will say yes. He does. There's a very loud helicopter is going overhead. They're looking for me again. Catherine, I'm not surprised you love Chrisley. Javier, I don't think the rule is no more rematches. I think the rule is no more automatic rematches. Doesn't mean you can't have one. I think WWE just made the decision to where sometimes guys are going to get rematches, sometimes they're not, and nothing is automatic anymore. So they're not going against anything they really said here. Oh, Randy Savage versus The Rock. Jesus. Give me like Champion Savage, like 88, 89 Randy Savage against like 2000 Rock. Holy crap. It's going to be hard for me to not pick Savage. Mike, cats are sleeping. I've been feeding them right before live streams lately, and it's been working, sort of. They'll turn up before I sign off here, I'm sure. Oh yeah, and by the way, is this match even for the title? Don't they usually have the hashtag up in the corner? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know, C-Mac. It depends on if they bring in Taker to do something last minute, but as much as it pains me to say it, I don't care that he's not there. I'm not going to miss him. I think 33 should have been it for him. I wish that would have been it. He's ruined it now. Okay, title match, yes. I always thought they always put the hashtag if it was like a title match, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, and I guess Leo is no longer with Lashley, but I would have kept them together. But maybe Lashley has new friends now with Corbin and McIntyre. Yeah, 30 could have been it for Taker as well, but 33 had the better moment as far as like the send-off and everything. But losing on his last match out would have been a really interesting way for the Dead Man, and probably the right way for him to do it, but somebody's ringing the bell. Oh, there's Leo. Leo's in a hood. It's Leo. They've done this finish before. I'm trying to remember who. I want to say Brian Pillman jumped the barricade and rang the bell or something, didn't he, in some match? Man, they're not going to take the belt off of Balor here with some rush interference, are they? Oh, no. No! That makes me sad. Well, Leo Rush and Bobby Lashley should be back friends again. He's like, here's your belt back. All right. Barry, thanks for the super chat. Favorite WrestleMania theme song? That the first one, they use it like, I think the first time we heard it might have been like WrestleMania 6. They used it like 6 through 6, 7, and 8. That one is my favorite. Bobby Lashley, Intercontinental Champ again. Okay. All right, Lashley's very happy. So what does this mean now? Is he going to head on to WrestleMania to maybe still wrestle the Demon? Multi-man match again? Feel like there's just a lot of multi-man possibilities this year for WrestleMania. And what about Lashley's alliance with his two friends? Is that done? Oh, the host reveal? We're having a host? Well, if Alexa Bliss is announcing it, who is it?
Allowing Lashley to regain the Intercontinental Championship. The question now, will that same success carry over to Lashley's teammate from last night? A man who tonight goes one-on-one with the big dog Roman Reigns, Baron Corbin.
Good, it is Baron Corbin.
Baron, people are talking about the comments you made.
Well, maybe Braun Strowman can work with Lashley and win the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania or something like that.
Others called them totally out of line.
Reigns versus Lashley, yeah, maybe.
Well, why don't we refresh your memory?
Yeah, let's start throwing out ideas. Who's going to host the event? Is there any... I didn't read any news today. Has this been leaked yet? About who's hosting WrestleMania?
Personally, I wish Roman Reigns the best in his battle with leukemia. But professionally, if he comes back, I hope it's not the Raw.
Undertaker hosting, that would be weird.
Fine. I said it. But I'm not going to walk around here and worry about hurting people's feelings. You know what, Charlie? I'll say it again. I wanted Roman Reigns gone from the ring. But now he's back. Great. But you can't tell me overcoming that disease didn't take its toll. There is no way.
And I'm trying to think real hard right now before they do Alexa Bliss. Like, who... What personality? Would it be a woman? I mean, if it's on Alexa Bliss's show, maybe she's announcing a woman's gonna host it.
Ever since. So tonight, I'm gonna house train.
They are in New York. It might not even be a former wrestler. It might be a stupid celebrity. Could be Elias. All right, Rousey's coming up next. I'll be the host of WrestleMania. Sure, I'm going to do a bad job. I'm going to grab a beer. Who could be the host of WrestleMania? Who could it be? Who could it be? Beyonce. Jeff Jarrett, no. Sam Roberts, no. Yeah, I mean, they're in New York, so it could be any number of celebrities. None of this was leaked today? Nobody got the word on this? Y'all jump on the Twitter. What's the word? CM Punk hosting WrestleMania. Dana White, Kevin Bacon. Did you ever play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon? It works. It totally does. I've never played it and not gotten to Kevin Bacon. It is a real thing. The Rock, that would be my pick. Would Alexa Bliss be the one to introduce The Rock? And does The Rock really want to go to Pittsburgh? Brother Love. Oh, I'm for Sheik. I'm definitely for Sheik. And I would just like it to say, fuck the WrestleMania. Joe Pepsi? What about Joe Coke? Paige? Oh, Paige. Paige is possible. Maybe Paige and Rock. Maybe the girl that played Paige in the movie. Jon Stewart, Jeter, Stone Cold. Stone Cold! Stone Cold would be awesome. Does Stone Cold want to be introduced by Alexa Bliss, though? There's really no female legends. You don't want to put a microphone in Medusa's hand. Because she doesn't know who half the locker room even are. John Cena? The Booty Man. I thought about the Booty Man just last night. That's weird. I don't know why I was thinking about the Booty Man, but I was. Sometimes I just randomly think about the Booty Man. I have been curious about what they're even doing with Paige. She hasn't been on TV since the McMahons took over. Shane made a point to say she's not leaving. We're going to find a different role for her, but we haven't heard what that is. She's come out once or twice to promote the movie. That's it. JR. No, it won't be JR. Bret Hart, probably not. Lita. All good ideas. Kobayashi. Kobayashi, no. Christopher Walken. Trish. Conor McGregor, no. My grandfather was a steel worker. He died almost 20 years ago, but he worked for years doing that. Ronda's got that weird-ass walk. Oh yeah, maybe Ric Flair will host. Michael Cole, we know why she did what she did last night. She wanted Becky in the match, so she made sure that happened. I love that Ronda was selling her own merch on her own website. That, what the fuck does Screw the Woo even mean? And the Damn the Man shirts and all that. Oh, Judy Bagwell hosting the show? That would be fun. I like this Ronda, though. I mean, what, the entire year. How many times did I say that? Like, I was very much impressed and happy with Ronda Rousey's work, but the one big complaint I had was the over-smiling and the way too happy. I thought she was way too happy. I'm like, this isn't the Ronda Rousey that I know. So if I had one big complaint, that was it. She ain't like that anymore. Now she's a foul-mouthed little asshole, exposing the business left and right. Right on. Yeah, take your... Yeah, this is what... You should say that. I've always wanted some babyface to do this. Bandwagon bitches. Yes. That was funny.
She's a hero you deserve. She's a coward, just like
Beaten with a stick.
Every single one of you booing me, you would cower in front of me if you couldn't hide in a crowd behind the safety of a barrier.
She ain't lying.
Charlotte and Becky, there is no barrier. This may be your church, but there's no sanctuary for you here. I've come to desecrate your place of worship. I'm going to embarrass and humiliate both Charlotte and Becky on the grandest stage of them all. That's why
Hey, I got a good idea for a host. How about Holly Holm?
I need to make 100% sure I can embarrass, I can expose Charlotte and Becky and the WWE as the carny con artists they always have been.
Connie Carn artist. Carney con artist, I guess I should say.
Out of WrestleMania, still Raw Women's Champion. No one can stop me. In fact, the WWE has my permission to make this into a handicap match. Me against the two of them. I'd be embarrassed if I even broke a sweat.
Damn.
Becky is a joke. Charlotte is a joke. And anyone who believes in this whole charade is a joke.
Well, she didn't say fake. I was about to say, somebody's going to come out and Ronda's going to kill them, right? Dana Brooke. Oh my god. Dana Brooke's going to be the voice of reason here?
Enough, Ronda. I think we've heard enough of your venom tonight.
Ugh.
And at this point, I have nothing left to lose.
How bad do you have to suck at promos to have Ronda Rousey be 10 times better than you?
WWE. I'm not gonna let you disrespect the WWE universe.
Oh, you're not? I'm going to let her. I don't care.
And I'm not gonna let you disrespect the women's locker room. I might not be some big time fighter, but I love WWE. I love this business.
Oh, shut up.
I've worked my tail off to be here. To earn the respect.
I think Dana Brooke should go heel because the fans have no sympathy for her at all.
That I belong here. Each week on Raw.
I hope Ronda F5s her.
For a chance. And I don't even get the time of day, let alone a match.
Because you suck.
So,
That's why.
I might not be on TV. And I'm not a household name.
Yeah, they should actually put Dana Brooke and Natalya together as a tag team. They already kind of dress alike, they look alike, they'd make a good team. Dana would be stuck with a veteran that could maybe
It's just a
help her. They're not doing shit with either one of the girls. Looks like Natalya's going to be doing stuff with Beth Phoenix, but
It's the night after a pay-per-view. And usually you issue an open challenge.
usually, but she didn't defend the title.
My name is Dana Brooke. And I accept. Bold move, Dana.
That didn't take long.
Ronda Rousey could give a damn as she attacks.
Yeah, not the greatest decision you've ever made there, Dana.
Outside the ring.
Might want to stayed in the back and just ate some donuts.
Rousey has just ragdolled
But
Dana.
instead,
I'm sure you, Dana, already regrets the decision to try to play hero for the locker room. While I'm passionate and emotional.
ooh, that was close on that.
And now dropped on the back of her neck.
Damn, she is just vicious.
Assault continues.
I like Ronda Lesnar. I'm digging her. I like her better than the old one. Oh, she's bitch slapping referees now? Knocked him to the mat. She's like, oh, I'm gonna go get my jacket and my belt. You better get up out my way. I love her. Awesome. Charlotte and Becky ain't coming out there. They don't want none of that. Like, no, I'll stay here.
No question, and now we know at WrestleMania for the Raw Women's Champion is a triple threat match when Ronda Rousey takes on Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch.
Well, I'm sure these won't be the only fists to fly tonight belonging to Ronda Rousey.
Dana's like, did I win? She's like Kurt Angle at the Royal Rumble 2000. Did I win? No, you're barely alive. Like your torso has been separated from your legs. Security guards are going to look for your legs. Yeah, that was kind of what that was like, right? It was like, except not the same. My name is Dana and I have ruthless aggression. Like, I don't think Dana's got ruthless aggression. I think Ronda does. Yeah, I can understand why Rousey had to be a face at first. She's too big of a name. WWE wants to flaunt her. If she's a dick, you know, it's going to be hard for her to go on Good Morning America and shit like that. So they got a good close to a year out of her as a babyface. Now in her final couple of months here, if she does take some time off, she'll be a heel and get beat on her way out. But I like Ronda. Stupid birthday party for Flair. Yeah, why are they going so far back in time here? And I'm guessing Triple H and Batista will main event, right? The show? Poor Rick. He's being dragged. Yeah, no, nobody help Rick or anything. Let's just all stand there. Like, he's fine. He's not old or nothing. It's not like he could die. Just leave him there. It's all good. Do I have your attention now? When was Evolution together? It was on the SmackDown show, right? The SmackDown 1000, and Batista dropped the hint. Like, you never beat me or anything like that. Triple H, man.
So that's what this is. You wanted my attention. You wanted my attention when you step in front of me.
All right, Mr. Intense Triple H. Richard Fleur, I'm going to try as hard as I can to cry. Mike Witt, thanks, dude, for the super chat. That's awesome. They're going to have to do the 4 horsewomen and 4 horsewomen somewhere. Would they do an 8-woman tag? Like, how would that work? I almost think it might be a feud without all 4 of them ever facing it once. But I don't know how they're going to do it. I almost think it would have to come before SummerSlam, especially if something drops at WrestleMania. If anything like that happens or gets started, then I don't think they're going to be able to last until SummerSlam. It'll have to be done quicker. But I'm excited for that likely possibility in the future. It's going to be good. Is it just me, or did Balor's name briefly show up on screen there? I swear I saw that. Rewind it. Oh, it's probably black. I'm dyslexic, sorry. What's the latest with the Dusty Classic? How far have these guys gotten? They've won their first match or the first 2 matches? I think there's only 8 teams in that anyway. It's probably only their first match. So they'll probably remain teamed up on TV here on the main roster, at least until the tournament's over, maybe. But I'm more than ready for these guys to go off on their own. How do you feel about Aleister Black maybe winning the Battle Royal? Not that it really means anything these days. It was off to a good start with Cesaro, and then it went down the shitter with Mojo Rawley and Big Show and even Matt Hardy and who else? So I don't know if a Battle Royal victory will help him necessarily, but there might not be room on the card for him to have a one-on-one match, although an Aleister Black WrestleMania entrance would be pretty badass. But I don't know if they can put him in there with anyone in time, unless you do a tag. Keep him with Ricochet. What is this match? Please tell me it's not the Revival again. Or you could... I don't want them to stay together for very long, but they could keep them together and actually put the tag team titles on them at WrestleMania. Ricochet does have a pretty cool entrance, too. Corbin won it, that's right. That big-ass ugly trophy. Oh, so it's Rude and Gable, alright. Well, on paper, match is great. Oh, can we get them likes up for me? How about a few of y'all, if you're watching right now, you click the thumbs up for me real quick. Try to bounce me up a little bit. We only have about 80 likes, and make sure you subscribe as well. I thought we could probably get to 26,000 tonight. Might get there tomorrow or tonight, something like that. So we're trekking towards 30. So if you can do a couple of those little house cleaning tips for me, I would super appreciate it. Help me out. It's a commercial, right? I think during every commercial, thumbs up the video. These KFC commercials are weird, cringy trash. I guess I haven't paid attention. Did you guys see? I tweeted it out a few weeks ago that KFC on Twitter, they follow 11 people. They follow 6 guys named Herb and the 5 Spice Girls. Isn't that funny? I think I found that more funny than everybody else, but I just thought that was insanely clever. And I laughed about it for like 3 days. Ooh, saved it. Almost lost this beer. Whew. That would have not landed in a good place. I have shit on the other side of the desk. Hey, you know what, Dustin? That's an okay idea. I'd be cool with that, because Asuka, I don't feel like there's anybody firmly in line, you know, where you're kind of feeling it as a fan. Oh, Asuka's probably going to work with this person at WrestleMania. We don't have that person. So if you want to just make some shit up and have the, you know, maybe the women's battle royal take place on the kickoff, and then give that the winner a match against Asuka later on, sure. I can get behind that. Good idea. Because either way, I've got Asuka retaining. I think with what's going on with the Raw title and Becky likely winning the title, at WrestleMania, anything, any title loss by Asuka is going to pale in comparison, and it's going to make the person who beat her's moment not as important. It's going to be secondary. So let Asuka keep rolling. Let the Raw title run its course. Do what they're going to do there. Let the dust settle. Take the belt off of Asuka in a couple of months. Maybe after Money in the Bank or something like that. So she needs a challenger at WrestleMania, and the winner of the Battle Royal is fabulous. Good idea. Call WWE. Tell them your idea. Might as well. Because I think Asuka's opponent this year doesn't really even need to matter. She just needs somebody for a good little match she can beat and remain champion. Ricochet has a vanilla midget. Ricochet's awesome. I think he's more of like a cappuccino midget. A mocha midget. That's what he is. No, I think I saw a still image, Vontae, of the SNL R. Kelly interview. I didn't watch the whole skit, but that was just fucking weird. All right, should be a great NXT match. Ricochet is one of those like indie darlings though that I feel is good for the WWE, like fits well there. Some guys, it's just like when they get there, you're not feeling it, and you're like, oh, they're probably better off on the indies or something. But WWE seems to really like Ricochet, market him and feature him and stuff like that. And he's got a look. He just has that WWE vibe to him. I don't know how to describe it. Some sort of weird, bizarre it factor that you can't explain. But I'm kind of hoping that Ricochet sticks around and things go well for him there. And he's not one of these guys a year from now that we're hearing about asking for the release by the company. I'd even gone so far as to pitch an idea of Ricochet going after the IC title against Balor at WrestleMania. That ain't happening now. 30 years, that's almost a decade. No, I'm not watching the Michael Jackson special. I know that he was up to some no good shit, and I don't need to be reminded. I'm sure it's gnarly. It's a 4-hour documentary, and I'm sure it reveals a lot that we already knew.
I understand a bit of professional jealousy on Gable and Rude's part. These are former Raw Tag Team champions. The automatic rematch clause has been done away with here in WWE. So Rude and Gable feel...
Who's in the... You guys gotta update me, Caden Champ. What's the latest with the Cruiserweight tournament? Who's still in it? Who's left? The winner of that gets the title shot, correct, at WrestleMania against Buddy Murphy. And I always thought that the earliest that I felt like Buddy would drop the belt would be WrestleMania. But I guess it depends on who's left in the tournament. Maybe Buddy retains and keeps rolling. No idea what they've got planned for Gargano now that Ciampa is out due to neck surgery, which sucks. And now I don't know what the fate of the NXT title is. I guess we're going to get that announcement soon, tomorrow, or Wednesday maybe. Tyrone Coker, I appreciate that, man. No words attached, but I appreciate the $5, dude. You are awesome. If you have a question, I'll be happy to answer it. Is this, this isn't #1 contender match or anything like that, right? This is just a match? Because if it's just a match, I think Ricochet and Aleister Black might win. They've been winning everything. Murphy dropping the belt to Balor? I don't think they're going to do that.
Exciting is the understatement of the year when you're talking about this man. Rude sent into the corner.
New words for Ricochet, new vocabulary. Hit the dictionary.
And look at Ricochet now. Gonna launch himself from the top rope. Tag made. Gable's legal. I think Ricochet's quite aware that Gable's the legal competitor, but look at the power of Chad Gable. He will be now. Here's Rude with a blockbuster into a German suplex.
Well, you know, if The Undertaker was ever going to come back and have like an actual match where he puts over a young guy in his final match, I'd be fine with Aleister Black. I just, with The Undertaker, if he didn't let Roman be his last match, is he going to let anybody do it? Just really, still have just a disgusting aftertaste in my mouth after he got back in the ring last year against John Cena. It hasn't sat well with me the whole time, and I'm kind of changed my tune on The Undertaker a little bit. He's starting to piss me off. You know, he's starting to annoy me. How much money do you need? Christ. To continuously come back like that for these paydays. When you're doing everything that you swore you didn't want to become. All those interviews that The Undertaker gave years ago. I don't want to hold on and wrestle too long. Are coming back to bite him because now he's doing that very thing. Look at Ricochet. He is just... Oh. Thanks for that $10, Brett. You're awesome. Ricochet versus the Demon, take my money. Hey, I agree. I think the Demon versus Black would be good too. But a couple weeks ago, you probably heard, but when I was in my last couple of episodes, I had just thrown out the idea, knowing it wouldn't happen, but just an idea of maybe doing an IC title match with Ricochet and Balor at TakeOver instead of WrestleMania. If you're bringing NXT guys to Raw and SmackDown, why not send a couple the other way? Have an Intercontinental title match at TakeOver in front of that crowd in that environment. Man, they could recreate Savage and Steamboat and probably even do it better. Oh no, Revival just attacked him on the ramp. Yeah, if they get to that one day, Ricochet versus Demon, fine with me. Got another one down here from C-Mac, also with no note attached, but thanks, dude. Appreciate that. You're awesome.
Maybe a reminder for Aleister and Ricochet that this issue's far from over. But on to bigger and better things, fantastic things, WrestleMania things.
All right, so this is a host reveal. Is the host going to actually appear on stage with Alexa, or is she going to direct us to the Tron for a big package on whoever the hell it is? Oh, psh. You know what, Bubbinator? You're right. You're right. I'm going with you, and I'm tweeting that. Let's see what Twitter thinks. But Bubbinator, I'm going with you. I think Alexa Bliss announces herself as the host. That's a good idea. Probably what she's going to do. It's going to be Frank Thomas.
Guys, I want you to meet someone. This is Jamie. You're going to be seeing a lot more of him now.
Not calling him dad.
Oh, no.
Not calling him dad.
Some new guy comes in, helping your mom bundle and save with Progressive. But hey, we're all in this together. Right, champ? I'm getting more nuggets. How about some carrots? You want to ruin your dinner? You're not like that. It's fair. Overstepped.
Yeah, it seems totally obvious now. Like, as I even thought when they first said that, I'm like, why would Alexa Bliss be the one to announce this? And that's why I could already start ruling out guys like The Rock. The Rock isn't going to come out there and do anything with Alexa Bliss. So yeah, Alexa Bliss is just going to announce herself.
What is that? It's just that it's
Lavender? Yes, it is.
Might as well. She doesn't have any sort of direction right now. It's kind of like the New Day a couple years ago. Announcing themselves as the, or they'd announced themselves, but WWE made them the hosts. Because they didn't have a lot going on. They were still an entertaining, big part of the show, so they just came out there. Alexa's good on the mic. She can talk. She can do things. It's going to be her.
much better. Stressed by tax changes?
Should have seen that coming.
Block has your back.
The type of person who would stop in a monsoon to help Janet change her front tire is the same type of person who can help you find exactly the right car from our inventory of over 50,000. Because helping people is what CarMax people.
Jeff Jarrett won't be hosting Mania. I've heard enough of that song. I think they've already brought Chris Lee out on TV. I'm almost certain he was on Raw one night, right? He had to have been. WWE's been co-promoting these USA shows dating all the way back to the 90s. Remember Pacific Blue? And Silk Stockings? Oh my god. I thought Bliss was cleared, but even if she's not, or even if she is, she can still host. I mean, the New Day wasn't injured when they hosted. What could Alexa Bliss do? I'm trying to think. Remember when the New Day hosted? They were the ones that came out and announced the Hardy Boys, right? To be added to the ladder match, and the fucking place went nuts. What if Alexa Bliss does something similar and announces somebody else coming out to the ring for a female match or something? I don't know.
So how did Roman respond? Earlier today, Roman, Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, and Natalya paid Kelsey a surprise visit. The four WWE superstars met with her and 6 other brave young kids fighting cancer. They told the young WWE fans to stay positive because they're going to pull this out. The superstars even said they learned a lot today about real courage, strength, and the will to win. Now, some of you may remember Kelsey as one of the original kids.
Murder, She Wrote. You know what I recently just found on YouTube, just like last night? There's a channel that has uploaded all of the complete seasons of Unsolved Mysteries, like from the 80s and 90s with Robert Stack. Because you can't find those anywhere on the internet. All the episodes, the complete series is up on YouTube. It was awesome. I watched like 2 or 3 of them. That iconic song and that eerie shit. I used to watch that as a kid late at night and freak myself out. What's up, Alexa? There's 2 chairs there, but we probably only need 1. I don't hate your outfit. I've been to a couple really nice bars that actually have bar stools like that, like really big and wide and cushiony. And white. Why would you put white covers on a bar stool? I have no idea.
Welcome to a very special moment of bliss.
No, your microphone doesn't look like a dildo. Not at all.
WWE's more than 1 billion social media followers have just been buzzing. Not just about the Shield's farewell address or
Well, she could be Asuka's Mania opponent. That's true too.
They've also been buzzing about my scoop.
Your what? Oh, your scoop.
I'm ready to dish it all out. Who will be the host of this year's WrestleMania? Hosting WrestleMania is an amazing honor that only a very lucky few will ever achieve. So let's think about this.
They've never even done really host for WrestleMania. They've done it like 3 times.
Kim Kardashian.
Ew, she did?
Yeah, this year's host is way bigger than any reality show.
Oh, it's definitely you then. Okay, it's gonna be Alexa.
But this person is way more electrifying. And we've had the New Day.
What about Hogan? Don't forget Hogan.
But this year's host has way more power and positivity. So allow me to present to you this year's host of WrestleMania.
It's gotta be Alexa. Alexa Bliss. Alright, chill out, Corey Graves. Don't shoot in your pants. She can still be back wrestling. I don't think this is tied to her not wrestling. I think they're just making her the host because she's a character with a talk show on TV. She doesn't have any storylines right now. Make her the host. They did the same thing with the New Day a couple years ago. This is really the same thing.
It is such an honor for the WWE Universe. You are welcome.
It is. It's our honor to be able to have her do this. We should all be thanking her. Thank you, Alexa. I don't know what we do to deserve this sometimes, you know? I'm going to light a candle tonight just in honor of her, this moment.
Star on the
All right. Renee knows her. She'll hook you up with an autograph. Who said new gay guys? It was like Von Erich, right, at the Hall of Fame. Jesus Christ, that was hilarious. I don't know. I can see Alexa Bliss getting interjected into a match, but I don't think the hosts have authority, right? They're just the hosts. I don't think they can make matches. They can come out there and announce things, but I don't think Alexa Bliss has the power to add herself to the match. These weekend update guys, what's their story again? Correspondence?
Is any of this stuff even real?
He's real tough. We'll see you guys at WrestleMania.
Yeah, run away. I don't know why the host didn't have any trouble breathing after that. Didn't he have him up there like all the way through a commercial break? What the F? Jack the guy up. Charlie, you better be careful. He's gonna jack you up.
Do you realize that there are also going to be special guest correspondents at WrestleMania?
Look, that guy better stay away from me. And I don't care if I have to ride or not.
Oh yeah, Rock did at 27. Yeah, so I guess it just depends. Sometimes the hosts have authority, sometimes they don't.
Your car is here, sir. What car?
The one you ordered so you could tip over?
One-topping pizzas for $5 each.
What does car mean?
$5 bone-out wings, $5 garlic knots, $5 desserts. We're all this, just $5 each. Call, click, carry out, or delivery. The $5.
Now the only people putting Charlotte in matches is WWE. I know it's real easy to want to blame the wrestler for getting their opportunities. WWE's the ones that want to push her. Got an issue? Talk to them.
It's time for some straight talk.
Strowman will be hosting SNL. Hey, that's possible. You guys got some good ideas tonight. Strowman would be great hosting SNL. Might be just what he needs. Next thing you know, he'll start landing movie deals, and then WWE will say, oh shit, we don't want to lose Braun Strowman to Hollywood, but we want to capitalize on his publicity in Hollywood, so let's make him a big champion and push him and fuck everybody else. Could be just what he needs. Yeah, what are the odds? Like, you got to think that with Strowman having the interaction with these guys, that he's going to have to show up on SNL, right? Didn't Seth Rollins show up on The Daily Show, remember? They'll probably do something like that. Hey, I don't know. This is something that I'm not on the surface going to complain about with Braun Strowman, because his feud with Roman was great and all that stuff was good. It's been downhill ever since. The losses to Brock last year, doing the Nicholas thing. You know, if Strowman is going to have some sort of a match that might even result in a Saturday Night Live appearance, I wouldn't be complaining if I was Braun Strowman. Yeah, Bubba Nader called it. I think a lot of people called it. It didn't even register to me until somebody said it, and then I'm like, oh yeah, why didn't I think of that? Made perfect sense once it was said out loud. But yeah, Alexa Bliss. Yeah, why make her be the one to announce it?
Yes, it's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Okay, great. But does it work for you? Oh yeah, my workouts are incredible now. I'm feeling stronger, more energy.
I'm looking at Twitter right now. Even before when I even tweeted that, like, bets on Alexa announcing herself, what, 100 of you are like, yes, yes, yes. So yeah, we all knew, man. Looked like everybody but me knew.
Now you can claim a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenix by texting Cloud to
Yeah, like, how old is Nicholas? Like, do you think we'll get to the point one day, somewhere in the future on TV, let's say, like, 10 years from now, maybe 12 years from now, Braun Strowman is a tiring legend. He's in the ring on Monday Night Raw, getting annihilated by somebody. And then out comes 22-year-old jacked up Nicholas, who's been training at the Performance Center for the better part of a year. Runs in, saves his friend, tearful hug, Savage and Liz, WrestleMania 7 style, people crying in the front row. How great would that be? Can we shoot for that? What year is it, 2019? Can we shoot for that in like 2032? Let's have that moment on Monday Night Raw. That would be awesome. Yes, Who Gives a Shit Island. I'll be sure to tune in. What, the SNL dude bought him a car? Did he say read it? Read it, because I can't.
Dear Mr. Strowman, last week we both said and did things we regret.
Oh, Jesus.
To show there are no hard feelings, the cast of Saturday Night Live and I got you this brand new car. Hopefully you treat it better than you did Mr. McMahon's limousine, because I don't think there are any more title matches left to screw you out of. LOL, JK. See you at WrestleMania, your pal, Colin Jost.
Oh, bought Braun Strowman a car. Is he gonna kill it? Don't eat the car. Give it to me. I need a new car, actually. I'm car shopping right now. See what this thing's... What kind of car is that? Camaro? Mustang? I don't know shit about cars. No! Oh, that gimmicked door. Jesus. It's too small. He's ripping the seats out. This has got to just be a frame of a car, man. They've unbolted the seats. Braun could not take those seats. Oh, damn. Yo, Goldberg, chill. This car is made out of Legos. Show me the CarMax or Carfax or whatever on this one. Well, I hope that that windshield was gimmicked like the rest of the car was. Elias is here. Elias.
Appreciate that gift right there, but I got a feeling you're gonna appreciate my gift. See, I told myself I wouldn't return to my hometown until I
These comments are hilarious.
a hero that everyone could believe in, and here I am.
Here he is, y'all. A hero we can believe in. I don't think it was sugar glass because Braun hit it hard. If he hit it hard, that sugar glass would have exploded. But, damn.
So I've got one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias?
I do. Where are we going? KFC?
Statistically
I could go for a biscuit, actually.
it's a miracle that I am such a success. Because there is only
Jeremy, is that where we're at right now? 3 matches in? That's all we've had? I guess you're right.
you're going to be an enormous waste of life. I mean, the evidence is very clear. And I gotta say, I come back into town and I'm quickly reminded of just how miserable everyone is here. And that's the thing, it's the miserable people that hold the great people back.
True. He ain't lying.
And that is exactly the advice that I gave to my good friend Antonio Brown.
I knew he was going to bring him up. That's great. That's a real sore spot. Why don't you just squeeze lemon juice on a paper cut?
Their money. Now, just do whatever you can to force a trade and get out of this city.
Yeah, Pittsburgh's gross.
And he did. He listened to me. And I gotta say, he looks great in black and silver.
Man, his next year's schedule come out. I hope Oakland has to travel to Pittsburgh. That would be fabulous. Oh God. Catherine, control your cousin. What's he wearing? This is the dumbest fucking thing. Oh, good. Elias attacked him. If Jose gets the better of this and starts beating up Elias, hey, Catherine, who are you rooting for in this? You are in a dilemma, son or girl. You got Elias versus Jose. You picking family first? I really want to know your opinion. I hope you're still here. So far, this is the most suspenseful part of Monday Night Raw. How will Catherine react? Oh, Jose. Good job, Elias. Next week's Raw preview will be Catherine appears on Monday Night Raw Live to give her thoughts on the beating of No Way Jose. Then you'll have a little picture of you on the Raw graphic. I'll use that as my thumbnail. That'll be great. Okay, good. I'm actually happy that you said that, Catherine, because I was hoping you wouldn't stick up for Jose. Fuck that guy. Go Elias.
If you don't learn from history, you're going to repeat it. Nonetheless, it's become a WrestleMania weekend tradition. The night before WrestleMania, it is the Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Catherine, or not Catherine, Renee, you look like you need a glass of Chardonnay. Doesn't she?
2019 WWE.
Girl, you need a Chardonnay. A little Napa Chardonnay. Oaky, buttery, delicious. Harlem Heat, how cool is this? I can live with this one. I love Harlem Heat. I was legit scared of them. Like any tag team that is just looks like two guys that can kill you with their bare hands, I'm scared of. Probably one of the better WCW theme songs was Harlem Heat. I mean, WWE kept it. They used it for Booker for years. Oh man, I miss Sherry. Well, Stevie Ray, another guy. It's a short list of guys who never worked in WWE. Stevie never had a match, did he? Best of my knowledge, he never appeared in WWE. And he's going in the Hall of Fame. All right, so we got DX, Tori, Hunky, and Harlem Heat. Oh, great. Lacey Evans is out again. New outfit. Girl, you're in Pittsburgh in early March. What you got a fan for? Aren't you balls cold right now? I would be. Oh, talk to the fan, Renee Young. Nia Jackson to me. Well, finally something's happening with Lacey. She's not just walking out there. Nia's like, I forgot. I don't know if it was like that. I don't know if it was Stevie Ray selling out. I think WWE had far more interest in Booker T than Stevie Ray. And if Stevie Ray did come in, he wouldn't be making Booker T money. Basically, that's like saying if Stevie Ray was offered a Booker T contract, he turned it down because he doesn't want to sell out. No, he'd sell out. He'd sell out 100%. I don't think WWE ever wanted him. I think that's why he wasn't there. Cool. Commercial time. One more beer. Be right back. Shit, I think I'm out of Stellas. Alright. 7.2. Shit. Alright, I am back. We've got 1 hour and 13 minutes left of Monday Night Raw.
Somebody thinks it's hilarious. Read Social Security alerts from Discover. If you love breakfast and a good deal, you should try Denny's new omelets. Fresh ingredients folded into fluffy eggs, all at a great price. Denny's new omelet lineup, starting at just $6.99.
Yeah, Booker was head and shoulders above Stevie Ray. I like Stevie Ray, but Booker was the talent. Booker was the Shawn Michaels of that Rockers team. Stevie Ray was the Jannetty. Yo, is a shark attacking somebody in the middle of the road?
Returns March 18th on
911. That shit happens? Sharks attack people in the streets? I wasn't aware of that. I'm gonna start looking out for sharks when I go to the store. I mean, they look good together. I remember when they were, together as a team. I wasn't sure if they were really brothers. But they are, right? They're huge. I know they had a falling out as well. They didn't have any contact for a while. And they came back together, and I think Stevie put Booker into the Hall of Fame, which was pretty cool. It's the only time I can ever remember seeing Stevie Ray under a WWE umbrella was a Hall of Fame. That's it. Who is Nia and Tamina working with here? Scott, you're heading to Raw in Boston. 3rd row. 3 weeks? Is that 2 weeks? Probably be a big show. Before that close to WrestleMania, that'll be the week before they go home, I think, right? Oh yeah, it's Natalya and who? Is it Beth Phoenix? They're not going to do this now, are they? Stevie Ray is 60? He looks 27. Black don't crack.
It got me thinking about who's got my back around here.
Oh, shut up, Natalia. You're annoying.
I think Ronda Rousey had my back.
So Beth is going to be back in the ring now. I thought they were building for some sort of Mania return. She's going to do a Raw return?
Nia, I don't trust you. Tamina, I don't trust you. But I do know somebody that I can trust to have my back tonight.
I don't trust the person that dresses you.
Best friend.
Jesus, Beth looks jacked. Put Beth in the ring with Ronda Rousey. See what comes out of that. Yeah, Cleveland was quite dead last night. Pittsburgh seems like they got their beer bottles up their asses. Yeah, take that silly little headband off, Natalia. Make sure you do that, please. Well, we're going to have a brawl here. Beth is backing up Natalia. Tamina's backing up Nia, so they'll be getting it on. I mean, fighting. You know what I mean. Oh, Beth can totally go, still. All right. Boy, that was a diva level match right there. What'd that last? 21 seconds? Maybe less? Jesus. God, Tamina's awful.
She's still got it.
Back up, paid off tonight for Natalia.
You say you don't belong here? You don't belong here.
Nobody wants you, Nia Jax is saying. Nia Jax is so easy to hate. She's like the female Baron Corbin.
Quite the moment here. The Glamazon returning to WWE.
Yo, girls, easy. You got computers back there. Don't break a TV. Those things aren't cheap, you know. Jericho 5000s don't grow on trees. Neither do backstage agents. Please don't injure Finlay or Jamie Noble. Or Armstrong. Who else we got in there? Or the bearded referee.
Deservingly so, these women have fought for respect, and right now it's pure disrespect amongst all of them.
Well, Nia Jax and Tamina have shown they don't give a
I'm gonna
damn
get
about
you.
anybody in the women's division. They don't care about anyone in the women's division.
That's been made it very clear.
Well, tempers are flaring. Everyone's tense. Everybody's fired up. It's the road to WrestleMania. I mean, who knows what's going to
Female Baron Corbin. That is mean.
The women's tag team
Well, at least she's got hair.
to defend their title once again, and everyone wants to be a challenger. And it's clear, Nia and Tamina are extremely upset that they couldn't get the job done last night and win the tag team title, so they've taken it out on anybody and everybody on their path.
Hey, do y'all think that wrestlers, you know how wrestlers are kind of freaky and they're all having affairs and fucking each other all the time? Do you think there's a sex position called the gorilla position? I bet there is. And I bet Paige knows what it is. Somebody tweet her. There's Batista. Nice jacket. Very sparkly. You got way too many buttons undone on your other shirt. Sparkly ass jacket.
My name is Shania Hurtado, and I'm part of the Girl Up Coalition. Hi, I'm WWE superstar Zelina Vega. Who do you think of when you think of awesome women in history? I think of Josephine Baker. She was a performing artist during the Jazz Age, despite the barriers that African Americans had to overcome during this time, segregation and discrimination. And not only that, but she was also
The main event has got to be... Oh, no, you're right. It's not. Shit. Well, maybe Batista is just arriving. Maybe it's... Is it up next? Did Michael Cole say next? It's top of the hour. Makes a lot of sense. So that means the main event's going to have to be Roman and Corbin. I guess.
And from New York. And I feel like that's a really strong woman to pursue acting and singing and dancing, but she was able to wear many hats. If your dreams are to become a lawyer, a scientist...
I remember when Batista came back in 2014, he came out there wearing this like tight little white tracksuit or something. He almost looked like The Rock. He had the bald head. Oh, okay, Catherine, you filled this in. I'm sure you knew that. Cool. Remember, it was the imposter or the Bill Clinton impersonator that they would put on WWE all the time, and he was at Survivor Series with Sonny in his lap, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd like to bring you to Washington and maybe give you a job and or give you a cabinet position." And he's like, "Why don't you stop by the White House and we'll go over some of those positions?" Oh, WWE. The shit they used to do.
But when you want to watch dramas, you need to get into the mood. No, you don't. That's not a real thing. Alexa, play Ray Donovan.
Oh yeah, they're not going to do the whole thing where Triple H shows up in a limo too, are they? He's the damn COO. He'd best be backstage running the show, not showing up 2.5 hours in. You dummy.
Cause liver damage.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, ask your doctor if Epclusa is your kind of cure. I have the common type.
I actually liked, I'm not a big fan of that type of music, like that genre, but I liked Batista's theme. Or I like Batista's theme, I should say. Fits him.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food.
I don't know who the hell sings it.
Before starting Epclusa,
I'm not a big fan of that like heavy metal screaming type of rock, but works with Batista. Works with Austin or with Triple H too. Hey Joey, how you doing? Enjoying the show so far? I think I am. If I am, it's because of you guys. Moderate audience in here tonight. Make sure you smash that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe if you're here for the first time. Trying to hit 26,000 tonight. We may or may not get there. I'll probably get there tomorrow.
Yes, it is. It's for men.
Saliva sings it? Huh. How about that?
Captive stayed. Were they intact? They took our freedom. They took everything. Now, time's up. Wait up, gangsta. It's time to take back what's ours.
Like those really aggressive bands like Saliva and I don't know, Korn or maybe System of a Down or bands like that. It's just not my thing. I can't hear screaming. I don't like it. Give me Steely Dan any day. I know I'm white. It's not my fault. I was born this way. Well, I wasn't aware of the gorilla position, Catherine. Sorry. I'll look it up tonight on Google. Chris Tucker, whatever happened to him? Anybody got a whereabouts on Chris Tucker? Yeah, we got Taker and Cena in this WrestleMania bumper here, or ad. I think we might see Taker. Remember, I want to say it was WrestleMania 27 or 28, or maybe both, when he worked with Triple H. Pretty sure it was 27. Didn't they wait until the last minute? I swear it was like a week or two out. Undertaker came down to the ring, and they had a stare down, they looked at the sign, and that was it, right? So Triple H is coming out to his alternate Motorhead theme lately. No, not a real big fan of Linkin Park, but it was the lead singer that died, right? I thought he had incredible vocals, but still just not, I just like don't buy their albums or anything like that, But nothing against them at all. I like when Triple H is mad and wants to have a match. He was leather jacket Triple H. And then sometimes he's sports coat Triple H. How bad is this brawl gonna look? And are we gonna get anything added to this match? Are they gonna... Is this just Batista and Triple H, and it's all stemming from the beatdown from Ric Flair, or do we get something added? Do we get a Hell in the Cell? Do we get control of WWE on the line that a couple of you have pitched? Do we get No Holds Barred or anything like that just added? Oh, it's good to just see Batista's graphics and hear his song for the first time in I don't know how long, 5 years. There he is, sparkly jacket and all. Triple H and Batista were tag team champions together? Oh, him and Ric Flair were tag team. That they were. Okay. Sorry, misunderstood you, Michael Cole. Soundgarden I liked. I liked all that grunge shit. The way this audience, the way the modern day wrestling audience like to sing everybody's theme songs lately, I think it'd be cool if they just 1 week sang Batista's. Like all of them. I walk alone. Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, he's got security with him? He's got security, like Bon Qui-Qui. Yeah, if you want to do yourself a favor after this Monday Night Raw, go on YouTube and look up Bon Qui-Qui from Mad TV. You'll thank me later. Well, what did you expect to happen, Triple H? Like he's gonna come out there and just start brawling with you in his pretty jacket? I wouldn't want to get that thing dirty either. And his blue nose ring. It might be glowing in the dark. I'm not sure. I'm down with a Kurt Angle retirement match. I hope that happens at WrestleMania, and I hope he faces John Cena or AJ Styles. Likely John Cena. It looks like AJ's going to be working with Randy. But yeah. How did I miss... Is Angle advertised? How did I miss this? Damn, WWE already has an action figure made of Strowman beating up a car? What Triple H call him a bitch?
Nice security, by the way. I suppose they're here to protect me, right?
Batista's back of his head is very dented. Mine's not like that. I don't have a dented head.
Because unlike you think, I'm not stupid. See, I learned. I paid attention. I learned from two of the dirtiest players in the game. I learned from you, and I learned from Ric Flair. No, I'll admit it, they're here for my protection. Where's your sledgehammer, Hunter?
Where's your sledgehammer? All right, Catherine, you're heading off to sleep. Missing the last hour. Hopefully CM Punk won't come back. Have a good night.
We're gonna do this on my terms.
I'm okay with Angle not putting over an up-and-comer. If you're mad at Angle for working with Cena, then you need to be mad at Ric Flair for working with Shawn. That's the way it works, Jason. So as long as you're consistent, I'm not going to dispute your opinion. But I actually have no problem with Angle working with Cena because it makes sense. Cena was Angle's first match. Or Angle was Cena's first match. Makes all the sense in the world. It doesn't always have to be a young up-and-comer.
How many times have you quit and walked away, Dave? And I'm supposed to hand you stuff? You're entitled? Why? Because you're a big Hollywood movie star now? Do you come back here and demand whatever you want? I'm not giving you anything. So I guess that leaves me to the next option. Since you're too big of a coward to walk down here and face me like a man, then we'll do it my way. I'll step out of this ring. I'll walk up that ramp. I will tear my way through the Guardians of the Independence scene or whatever they are.
That's pretty funny. Guardians of the Indies. I love it.
Your ass on that stage.
At least now WWE's admitting that their security is bullshit.
We are not doing this your way. Come on down here. By the time you get here, I will be long gone. Because we're not doing this your way. And I did quit. You know why I quit? Because I wanted to get as far away from you as I could. Always hold me down.
I heard about Joe and Cena too. That could happen.
Looking down on me.
I thought maybe Cena would answer an open challenge tomorrow or something. So that could happen too. But I think Cena would make a lot of sense for Angle.
Asking for it for years.
Unless they do McIntyre again.
You're gonna give me what I want, or I'm gonna continue to hurt people you love. I'm gonna give you what
Damn, he is spitting a lot.
I am not giving you a damn thing except the beating you deserve. Now be a man, get in this ring
He'd have to be the next person to use that microphone. I'd be like, damn, this thing's all wet.
like a man.
You and your dented head. Batista. Spitting is Triple H's gimmick.
Look at you. You know you want it. It's killing you.
You know you want it.
Look at you. Get in this ring. I know you. I see it. It's killing you. It's tearing you apart. You want to hurt me so bad. You can't stand it. But you won't give it to me because you're not in control. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Let me hear you say it. Everybody here wants to hear you say it. Give me what I want. You know what I want. You just don't want to give it to me because you're not in control. I'm in control. Now, Hunter, give me what I want. I am going to give you the beating you deserve, Dane, and nothing more. No, that's not what I want. I want you at WrestleMania. Give it to me. You want me at Mania? Is that what this is about? You're beating up a 70-year-old man. You are hiding behind securities. This is what you become because you want me at WrestleMania? Is that what you want? Give it to me. Give me what I want. You
Damn, he's saying give it to me while slobbering all over himself.
on.
Alright, Batista, you got it.
Thank you.
Doesn't the back of Batista's head look like Rikishi's ass?
And one last
Don't it?
match to end my career on my terms.
Oh, career match.
And that one last match to end your career on my terms.
Well, I just said that. They're going to have to add something here, right?
I'll see you at Mania.
It turns out to be a career match.
Derek! Hey! You're right. You'll see me at WrestleMania. But you had better dig down deep inside Hollywood. You had better find whatever little scrap is left of the animal, and you better hope there's some. Because when we get to Mania, it might be on your terms, but the match will be on mine. Bring everything you have, because there will be no rules, no restrictions to what I do, no law. There will be no holds barred.
Okay, no holds barred match. We had a feeling. I didn't want them to fall victim to what happened in, like, at 25 with Orton and Triple H, where they just had a match after all that heat. At least this is going to be quite a fight, it sounds like. And could, in the end the career of one of them. Probably Batista. Triple H never beat him.
The animal is about to play the game's game at WrestleMania.
Still to come here tonight.
Crazy.
Incredible. An emotional return.
Kurt Angle up next.
The WWE Fastlane. Roman Reigns now gets it.
I'm not aware of any, I guess I'll see it here in a second when it comes up on the graphic, but I'm not aware of any Kurt Angle announcement. Is that what they were plugging all day?
Never came back. Barry Corbin.
And we're in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania tonight.
Here it comes. Kurt Angle addresses his future. Oh, there we go.
The gold medalist Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle has asked for an opportunity to address his
Are they going to do that twice? What? Because I was talking over Batista. Did they make any career versus career thing official, or are they just kind of throwing it out there? Are we going to have 2 career matches? 2 retirement matches? Seems like too many. Look at this. Now they're showing Undertaker WrestleMania history. Is Angle going to call out The Undertaker? God, that match would suck. Triple H and Batista in a saliva match. Yeah, between Triple H, or between Batista spitting everywhere and Triple H spitting his water. That's a whole lot of that. Everybody retires. What if every match at WrestleMania was a retirement? You know how they do Lockdown in TNA where every match is like a cage? What if it's like in WWE Night of Champions where every match is a title match? What if every match is a retirement match? 9 dudes retire. So this is what I don't understand about superhero movies. This Hellboy movie. This Hellboy looks just like the guy with the glove. The bald head guy. The glove. That guy. Looks exactly like him. Same face, big-ass forehead. Hellboy is not him, right? I'm confused. No, I didn't contact WWE. They contacted me. And I was like, no, sorry. I was like, if Vince wants to call me himself, he can, but I don't want his minions calling me. I'm not talking to them. Peasants. Yeah, the only way I'm coming in to WWE is if I can work a Brock Lesnar contract and I get my own private dressing room, fully catered, and I would like to have Starburst candy and get rid of the yellows. Get them the fuck out of there. I don't want them anywhere. I don't even want them in the building. If I see one yellow fucking Starburst in the arena, I will walk. I ain't playing. So until Vince comes to me with that, WWE can go fly a kite. Me and Solomons are doing a podcast. Yeah, I always get requests to do stuff with him. Wiza too. I like Wiza. He's cool. No, Matt and Nick did not call me for Double or Nothing. They're too scared to. They know their wives would leave them for me, and they don't want to go there. Tensions are running high between us right now. They don't want to talk to me. It's okay. WrestleMania in China? Don't hold your breath on that one. All right, Kurt, what do you got to say at 1/4 the hour? Oh yeah, shit, they're in Pittsburgh. Welcome home, Kurt. I'm still a little bit on the fence about your glove. I don't know how I feel about it. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I don't know what you're doing with it. But whatever. It's your outfit. Do what you want. It's no worse than John Cena's wristbands. Yeah, I can see McIntyre getting involved here for sure.
won the gold medal with the broken freaking neck. That win led me to the WWE, where I have traveled the world for over 20 years. And I have faced and defeated just about every legend and Hall of Famer this business has to offer. But no matter where I went, I've always considered Pittsburgh my hometown.
Is it Angle? Who is it? His dad died building the big building. The big skyscraper in Pittsburgh, right? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
In my farewell match.
Oh.
I'd like to thank the WWE. I'd like to thank every superstar I shared the locker room with. But most importantly, I want to thank each and every one of you. You made it so much fun for me.
Nobody deserves a send-off more than Kurt, you know? I want him to have that WrestleMania 24 moment that Rick got. Angle deserves it.
Thank you.
Kurt was the best.
And I have one last match right here in my hometown of Pittsburgh,
Oh, he's trying to play it off like it's now. You're not going to do it now, dude.
WrestleMania.
Oh, one last match in Pittsburgh. All right.
Kurt Angle's final match tonight in his hometown of Pittsburgh. And for a man who has been a fan of Kurt Angle
Apollo.
since he was a teenager, Apollo Crews. Crews and Angle will battle it out tonight. It happens next. Live.
It's a whole lot of bald guys, and y'all got to look at one too. Y'all all right with this?
I don't know how to explain what I'm feeling right now.
I don't want Taker and Angle. God, no. Give me Cena and Angle any day. Cena can get a good match out of Angle. Taker can't. Oh my God, Taker and Angle.
Really don't want this fight. At the end of the day, we all know what we signed up for.
Having a lot of emotions when it comes to trying to decide John is the one for me. He's somebody that I love.
Katie's belittled me as a man, and I can't wait to confront him. There's all
I really would have a hard time believing Undertaker's coming out here to wrestle Kurt Angle. I'm not saying anybody is wrong. That could very well happen. I just really hope not. Kurt Angle and Undertaker in 2019? Ew. No. God. Ugh. No. I'm so incredibly against that, I can't even put it into words. I'd rather watch anything than that. Man. I'd rather watch fucking Hornswoggle wrestle Kamala naked in a kiddie pool of pudding. Like, no, do not put Angle and Undertaker together. It's going to be gross. And I don't think it's definite that Cena is facing Joe. Nobody knows that. Nothing's been announced. It's just speculation. Cena makes a much better opponent for Angle than anybody does. Cena and Angle can virtually recreate what Rick and Shawn did at WrestleMania 24. Undertaker would just be ew. But, man, maybe they'll do it. Like, of all the opponents, Cena makes the most sense. And I want to see John Cena versus Samoa Joe. I really do. But in terms of opponents for Kurt Angle, Cena is really the only guy that makes the most sense. He put him in the Hall of Fame, wrestled his first match against him. They've got some history. They got mutual respect. They're friends. You know, I just think that aside from someone like AJ Styles, who Angle had wars with and in TNA, Samoa Joe too. Despite all of that, Cena, I think, would just be the best guy. Angle versus Ryder. No, I don't think you mean Ryder, Mike Witt, but thank you for the super chat. You mean Hawkins, right? Put Angle in there with Hawkins after 400 losses in a row and have Hawkins win. I don't know if I'd want to see that either. I'd do Roman versus Angle. I don't know. I still think Cena makes the most sense. Cena makes the most sense. But I'm very much against the Undertaker idea. No.
That's right. All on America's best 4G LTE network.
Aleister Black again wouldn't make sense. No history there, no nothing. It would come out of left field. It'll be random as hell. If you're really gonna have a match at WrestleMania, retirement match, you got to make it memorable. You got to put him in there with a good opponent that he's got history with, feel good kind of moment, nice send off for Kurt. You know, teary-eyed moment for everybody. You know, and Cena is that guy. Doesn't necessarily have to go to some like young guy or anything like that. Kurt Angle's already been putting over young guys. He's lost to Baron Corbin, lost to Drew McIntyre. He's been putting him over left and right on TV. In terms of a send-off, it's not going to launch anybody to beat him. Everybody already has beat him. So put him in there with John Cena, another veteran, let him have a match, nice send-off, something that you can remember until the end of time, just like Ric Flair and Shawn Michaels. Cena's the best opponent. Now, whether or not WWE does that is a whole other story. But to me, there's no doubt that Cena is the best opponent. Normally, I was all on board with the AJ Styles idea, but that's not going to happen. He's working with Orton, so AJ's not going to be anywhere near this. But initially, when the rumors of Kurt having a retirement match started, I had AJ Styles at the top of my list. Oh shit! Whoops! What did I do? There we go. Whoops.
Sad to see Kurt go at WrestleMania. Oh, you're absolutely right.
Man, we have had Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin on the show tonight. Who mentioned Charlie Haas? I'd like to see him run out, get Team Angle back together, get the band back together. No, I don't see Cena putting over Kurt. I see Kurt putting over Cena. How easy. Cena lost last year to The Undertaker. Generally, in your retirement match, you lose. I think Kurt will put over Cena just like Flair put over Shawn. I think, you know, they kind of recreated WrestleMania 20 at WrestleMania 30. I think they're going to recreate WrestleMania 24 here at 35 with Angle. The only thing I'm not sure, though, is remember when Flair retired, the next night on Raw, he had the big send-off, you know, in the main event, close the show. I'm not sure if Kurt Angle's Monday Night Raw segment would close the show. Maybe it would, the night after WrestleMania. I would just think you're going to have other stuff happening. Yeah, and we don't know what's going on with Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle's son. I'm hoping they never follow through with that. If poor Jason does get cleared to work and he does come back, I think they need to get rid of the whole I'm Kurt Angle's son bullshit. Yeah, Cena's my bet. Angle's gonna get the victory? Right on. Wow, you know what is interesting though? That really is gonna be his last match in Pittsburgh. Well, thanks for putting him over, Apollo. You're a good kid. Oh, Chris, I like it. WrestleMania always has very grand entrances. Oh, put Kurt on a big milk truck, riding on top of it the way Rusev rode in on the tank. They have to do that, right? Oh, they have to. All right, Roman's back in the ring.
He goes one-on-one with Baron Corbin live next.
All right, so Corbin and Roman, what are we missing? Is this the main event? Or are they going to do all this? Are they going to have a 30-minute match here? Or are we still getting some sort of a final segment? Might get a heel turn here. There's an awful lot of time left in this show. Chris Ludecki, thanks, dude, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Is it true? Oh, if it's true, Fox wants an edgier program like the Ruthless Aggression era. Who would be the best choices as champions and challengers, promo plus match-wise? Yeah, I saw something about that, about their, like, kind of want WWE to maybe tone it up a little bit, you know, but maybe not go overboard. I don't know. I think anybody could be okay on the roster provided... You know, I think if a lot of the talent that has, like, boring scripted promos, if the scripted promos get a little more edgy, then I think anybody could do it. I think right now it's good to see people like Rousey doing what she's doing. She's perfect. But something like Roman Reigns, you know, isn't really fitting what Fox is requesting from WWE. So champions and challengers, I just don't know. I think there's a lot of people on the mic very capable. Just depends on what you write for them. I think Charlotte can talk. I think Becky can talk. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, if this was truly, I mean, it is. It's Kurt's last match in Pittsburgh, and it's just used as, you know, kind of a way to get the point across that Kurt's going to be hanging things up at WrestleMania, and he has to have one more match, put somebody random over. Hey, Kurt, who do you want to work with? I want to work with Apollo. Hell yeah, I can totally see Kurt Angle hand-selecting Apollo for that.
We're all in this together. Right, champ? I'm getting more nuggets. How about some carrots? You want to ruin your dinner? You're not my dad. It's fair. Overstepped.
Yeah, I'd be surprised to see Roman and Angle, but if they did that, I guess, fine. Put Cena with Joe, but I just still feel Cena's the best opponent. That won't change. Even if I'm wrong and they have somebody else face Kurt, I will still believe in my heart that Cena is the best opponent for Angle in this situation. Unless WWE feels bad that they try to use Roman to retire The Undertaker and it didn't work. So they're like, well, let's try Angle. See if that sticks. Maybe he'll actually stay retired. So Roman is not... I wouldn't rule him out, but I would like him to be ruled out. And I can definitely see a Reigns versus McIntyre match, too. Totally.
Get smooth with the fresh ground nut butters and new creamy Snickers.
I don't like the phrase fresh ground nut butter.
Why do you need them, Jennings?
That doesn't sound good.
A guy loses free testosterone. Even me. I couldn't stand
I'll be
shit
back in a
like
second.
this.
I gotta digest that nut butter.
Yes, it's the #1 selling free testosterone booster at GNC. Okay, great. But does it work for you? Oh yeah, my workouts are incredible now. I'm feeling stronger, more energetic, with a lot more drive.
So, say I knew someone who should try Eugenics. How does he do that?
It's easy. Just send a text to get a complimentary bottle.
Frank's right. Now you can claim a complimentary bottle of award-winning Nugenics by texting Cloud.
Alright, sorry about that. I am back. I can hear the rain coming down a little bit. It's been raining for like the last few months here, or since January here in San Diego, and it's quite chilly out. And I wanted to light my fire.
Available in stores. So text CLOUT to 321321 for a complimentary bottle.
I would never take on Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. I don't want to hurt him.
Mike and Ray, I did not expect it to be this hard from the network that brought you the It Couple.
I put my foot down. The foot was down.
Comes the It family.
All night long. We're gonna go over. Oh my gosh.
Miss and Mrs. returns April 2nd to a screen near you on USA.
Not so fast. Hilarious. How are the boos? Let's hear them. Yeah, they're booing. Crowd didn't have much reaction for Roman Reigns either. Oh, Michael Cole. Man, at the restaurant, it's so funny. I get these California people asking for, like, if we have almond milk, and I just love telling them no. I'm like, no, we don't have fucking almond milk. And then my boss, like, a month ago or something, she texted me. She goes, hey, I'm gonna start ordering some almond milk to keep in the house or whatever. I'm like, don't do that. I still tell people we don't have it. Why do they keep saying that? The final time you'll ever see this. Bullshit. What if Lashley and McIntyre attack Roman Reigns here? What is Seth and Dean gonna do? Play Nintendo? No, they're gonna run out there and help them, right? Stupid WWE. Jake Daniels, how long until the fans start seriously booing Roman Reigns? Let's see, what is the date? Today is the 11th, so I would give it until the 11th, right now. Yeah, they'll probably boo him right now. I think they kind of are. Oh, and McIntyre? So what is this, just going to put Roman at a disadvantage and then he's still going to win, right? Well, who said it earlier? This is likely our Mania match. Roman and McIntyre. Okay, I'm going to make an early weird prediction. This is completely weird. But part of me thinks that if this turns out to be our WrestleMania match, Drew McIntyre and Roman Reigns, I think that match will open WrestleMania. I'm going to call it now. McIntyre and Reigns. And then I think Reigns comes out later. Maybe when Seth has his match with Brock or something. So now I'm just curious if Reigns is still going to have his match after this beatdown, or, you know, if he's going to do the thing where, like, I want to compete anyway, I want to wrestle and all that, or Claymore. Jesus, Michael Cole. He's not getting a blowjob.
Roman Reigns is completely dazed.
Watch the impact of the Claymore off the side of the skull of Roman.
Well, that's good. I mean, this is probably the match we need to have. I don't think the fans are going to like the outcome too much, but I mean, I think Drew looks better than Roman. I think he's bigger, stronger. Everything. Another one. Oh, here, buddy, if you want. Oh, you're not going to cooperate? All right. Ray vs. Almas would make an excellent opener. I don't know if it necessarily should open WrestleMania, but it'd be a good one. Hasbro show. Oh, hi, buddy. You're here. You're here. Say hello to the people. That was a wave, right? Close enough. All right, so now we got 25 minutes left in the show. I would assume here we're going to go to commercial, come back, and Roman's still going to insist on fighting, right? That's what they're going to do? WWE picks the lamest ways to try to get Roman over. What an asshole that Drew McIntyre is. Oh, Rollins is out there now. He's fine. Go to commercial, come back. He'll be wrestling Corbin. Yeah, just give Roman the Z-Pack. Cured. You can wrestle Baron Corbin with no problems. I just have a headache, he said. Just give me an Advil. Give me an aspirin. What do you think they do? You know, if they do this match here in the main event, do you think they do the Shawn Michaels, Owen Hart thing from '95 when Owen hit him with the Enziguri right after Shawn was beat up by the Marines and he passed out and fainted or whatever in the ring?
Roman on the side of the face, but I want you to watch the second one very closely and watch what happens to Roman Reigns' face. He hit the post hard. At that point, his head went into the post, and Roman just could not focus after that point. Now it's back to...
Well, I'm not buying this. We're not going to have the match thing, but maybe we are. I just saw Ice Cube came across my feed. My old hometown, my old stomping grounds of Wilmington, North Carolina. Every spring, they do an Azalea Festival where there's live entertainment, and street fairs, and all this shit. Big deal, kind of kicking off the warm season in Wilmington. It's a beautiful little beach and coastal town. And Ice Cube is going to perform at the Azalea Festival in Wilmington. So if y'all live in North Carolina and want to go check out Ice Cube, head down to the beach. You might see him.
Smile. You're on cricket.
This is game fuel. 16 ounces of pure annihilation.
Yeah, you got to think there's still... I mean, we got 20 minutes left in the show here.
Tastes like berry-flavored wind sauce. New Mountain Dew Empty Fuel.
I would imagine Corbin's going to come out here and cut some douchey promo, right? And then Roman will come back and hobble back to the ring and wind up beating him anyway. Right? That's what they do? No, Roman didn't really get hurt. He just has a headache. That's what he told Seth. Said he has a headache. Headaches are a pretty usual side effect after you get your ass kicked by Drew McIntyre. You can generally expect to have a headache after that. Yeah, Ambrose stepping in for Reigns. That's likely. Seth already had his match tonight. What movie is this with John Lithgow? Pet Sematary? They've redone that one? Yeah, we've had the same consistent amount of people in here all night. About 280. The whole night. Pretty cool. So thanks everybody for hanging out tonight. We are pretty close to 26,000 on the channel. Make sure you sub. Oh yeah, Down Ice. I've been to Morehead City a bunch of times. That was back when I lived in Greenville. That was like the closest accessible beach, like Morehead City, Atlantic Beach, Emerald Isle. But once I moved to Wilmington, I never went back. I much prefer those beaches down there to Atlantic Beach. Good old Wrightsville.
Doesn't mean I spend all my time in the RV's test kitchen. I spend a lot of my time out in the world.
Buddy, you are drooling like Batista all over me. My hand is soaking wet from this cat drooling on me. You're like a dog. You're like a dog, big guy.
Or a bun factory. Arby's 2 for $5 crispy and Cajun fish sandwiches. Arby's, we have the meat for sandwiches.
Handicap match. Kofi gets screwed thinking he's got a championship match, and now he's in a handicap match?
The bar is torturing Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I think I'd rather get an ass kicking from Drew McIntyre than have to listen to Corbin talk on the mic, but we might be getting both. Yep, tomorrow should kick off the Kofi Kingston thing. Still yet to be determined if it's going to be a match with him and Daniel Bryan or if it's going to be a multi-man deal. See, look, the Shield's back together already. Less than 3 hours later, backstage. I'm using my shirt to soak up all my cat's drool. Dude, this is crazy. That has to be seen to be believed. Unbelievable. Trainer. Look at Ambrose. He's up to something. Triple H.
I want to fight Drew McIntyre. Tonight. Right now. No disqualification.
Oh.
Falls count.
Falls count anywhere? If falls count anywhere, wouldn't they technically count in All Elite Wrestling?
Drew McIntyre, no.
And now this is personal for Dean Ambrose, and this is why this is what happened moments ago. Roman Reigns was in the ring. He was waiting for a matchup with Baron Corbin when, as Renee called him earlier, a cowardly Drew McIntyre would attack Roman Reigns from behind and just viciously assault the big dog.
The Scottish psychopath was unleashed on an unsuspecting Roman Reigns, and the carnage
I'm not sold on Ambrose leaving yet.
to watch, to be perfectly honest.
This was the first Claymore kick outside the ring, right to the temple of Roman Reigns. But the second one was even worse. Drew McIntyre measuring Reigns when he made it back to his feet. Watch the Claymore kick in the head of Roman Reigns, bouncing off.
McIntyre's going to have to win tonight if they're going to go with McIntyre and Roman, right?
Let's take another vicious.
That's the first Claymore, right to the temple of Reigns.
We know Roman Reigns is a proud competitor, a proud
Another
man.
concussion storyline. Well, anything with Roman Reigns, nobody's going to like anyway, so...
Wanted to compete, but he's obviously
I think this is just a way to get the match set for WrestleMania. I don't think the whole concussion will be a storyline or anything like that. I think there's just a one-time beatdown, setting up, putting Roman and McIntyre together at WrestleMania. That's all. Here comes Dean, Angry Dean.
Looks for retribution, looks for redemption as he takes on McIntyre. Falls count anywhere.
WrestleMania, or I'm sorry, Raw in Chicago next week. Chicago's always fun.
Universal champion we heard earlier tonight will be in Chicago.
Dean. Is that Drew?
I just want to know one thing. Are you going to take this beating like a man? Or are you going to squeal like your pathetic brother, Roman? Or you want to go right now?
Dean's coming for him. Yeah, at least we don't get a Baron Corbin match, but I wouldn't count on not seeing him. I have a feeling he'll make an appearance. If this is Falls Count Anywhere, no holds barred and shit, you would think Corbin's going to show his stupid face.
why he wants to fight to defend Roman Reigns' honor. But Dean hasn't necessarily had the best track record one-on-one against Drew McIntyre in the past.
This personal.
Dean Ambrose knows when he's fighting for now. Before Dean Ambrose didn't know what to fight for. Now if he's fighting on behalf of Roman Reigns, it's a different version of Dean.
Dean Ambrose, as I mentioned before, an opportunity of redemption. Everyone knows what he did to Roman.
Hey, that's possible too if Dean truly is leaving and they're trying to
For Dean Ambrose tonight, an opportunity.
promote this as being the last time the Shield is together. And then you have Drew McIntyre annihilate Dean Ambrose to the point where you write him off TV. Because if Dean Ambrose is really going to leave WWE and there's a chance that he's going to go work for All Elite Wrestling, I seriously doubt WWE is going to want to give this guy a WrestleMania match in Payday. So if he is truly leaving, I would write him off TV right here. And then if he's not leaving, I'd have him do a run-in at WrestleMania and surprise everybody, or he's off TV and gone.
The problem for Drew McIntyre about Dean Ambrose is that he always knows to come back for more. He's got that approach. Will not stay down.
Ambrose and McIntyre can fight for
But again, even with if this is a way to write Dean Ambrose off TV here, he's still almost like leaving as a hero, standing up for his friend. You know, I still don't buy it. God, they are way up the stairs. Jesus, where are they going? Going to buy some soda. Joey G, thanks for the super chat. Do I think Paul is making a difference on creative? Heyman? I didn't really know how much involvement Heyman had in creative. I don't know. I don't think it even matters how many writers you have. It's all up to Vince at the end of the day. But I don't know how you'd be able to specifically tell that. They're doing some weird things with the revealing that it's fake and everything. That's kind of a Paul Heyman thing to do. But I mean, you got to remember those early Stone Cold or early Steve Austin promos from ECW. When he first shaved his head and he talked about Eric Bischoff and all of his problems in WCW, he was basically breaking kayfabe the whole time. I mean, Heyman was really one of the first guys to do that. Go back and watch those Austin interviews. You know, he would talk about how he was supposed to be U.S. champion. You know, I thought the only way to be U.S. champion is for you to beat somebody, not to be told that you're going to be U.S. champion. And he spilled the beans back in those old ECW promos. Austin's to blame for this shit. So if Heyman is part of this recent trend of guys in WWE calling out their own damn product for being fake, then yeah, maybe he is. Unless you mean Paul Levesque. Or Paul Newman. Or Chris Paul. Or Paul George. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash my disgusting cat slobber hands. Main event time, 12 minutes left in the show, and I am back. Sorry for the absence there. I had my cat in my lap, and he got hair all over me, got dirt all over me. Had to go clean myself up. And he got a shit ton of saliva on me, which I didn't appreciate. Yeah, Austin in ECW was great, but if you go back and watch some of those promos, he was essentially doing exactly what everybody was complaining about Ronda Rousey doing. Completely breaking kayfabe. He didn't say fake, but he pretty much revealed to the world that it was, the way he was talking about Eric Bischoff and Dusty Rhodes, remember? He had a big problem with Dusty Rhodes. No, baby, that's for somebody else, you know? Remember that whole thing? So, yeah, Austin and Heyman kind of started this whole thing back in 95-ish. Paul Orndorff. Nobody cares what you're feeling. Joey G, I'm always excited for Mania. Thanks for the super chat. Every year's a 10 out of 10 for me. I've watched them all. I'm old. So I'm excited for Mania all the time to the max, but sometimes it's a letdown. My big hope is, ask me this again, ask me to rank WrestleMania, give it my 1 out of 10, or 1 through 10 for WrestleMania after the show. But my excitement is always top-notch. You know, just like whenever we get like those grand WrestleMania video packages and they highlight the past and they show the old days and then show the modern days, I feel the same way about, like, me personally. I can put myself back on my living room floor as 12 years old, watching one of the early WrestleManias, and I can think of myself as a grown-ass adult less than 20 years away from retirement, watching current WrestleMania. So, you know, for me, it's always important, you know? Check my Twitter. Oh, you're the one that showed that tweeted me the screenshot of the cat. The cat's blurry. That's like the worst picture ever. I'll like it. Sometimes I get the screenshots and they're a little blurry. It's probably because I'm always moving around. Yeah, I'm not gonna rule out Tampa for next year. It might be fun just to make that trip. I like Florida. I haven't been down there in a while. I say that every year for WrestleMania, but who knows? Maybe I can work something out. Actually, maybe it depends on where WrestleMania 37 is. Because if they announce that WrestleMania 37 is going to be here in LA or something, then I'll just wait and go here. That is kind of weird. I didn't think about that because they normally, like, they just announced WrestleMania going to Tampa, right? Well, if I was to be going to WrestleMania 35, I would have already made these plans months ago. So I guess it's feasible or possible that there could be fans out there that spend a shit ton of money traveling across the country to go to a WrestleMania only to find out after everything's paid for that WrestleMania is coming to their hometown the next year. I don't know, they might rethink going if they knew that ahead of time. So, yeah, that could be a possibility. I'll really be paying attention to the rumors. If there's any chance that they're coming to LA for 37, I'll just hang tight and wait till they come here. That would be weird. Yeah, Tampa is where Hulk Hogan lives. Yeah, the Silverdome is in Tampa. It's his favorite place. Look at these beer-drinking fools behind him. That guy behind Drew McIntyre looks like Conrad Thompson in 20 years. Gray hair. Yeah, I don't know if I'll make the trip, because I also want to go somewhere that I kind of like. Tampa's kind of gross, but I like Florida. It's warm and nice there. If WrestleMania came to Minneapolis, I definitely would have made the trip. I've been to Minneapolis a couple times. I have no interest in going there. Vegas will definitely get a Mania, too, once that stadium is done. Oh, I can stay at your house, Joey G, and you're right on the beach? Hell yeah. Knowing me, I'll probably just be at the Marriott next to the fucking stadium or something. Yeah, WWE needs to consider where they want to put 40. They might go back to New York and do 40 there. Oh, Drew. Well, they're just... I don't know if they've really been in the ring at all. Oh, man, the talent would love to go to Hawaii. That'd be tough to pull off with the time, too, though. East Coast would have to stay up pretty late. $40 could be LA. I just don't know if they can hold off not coming here for 5 more years. I think they knock out all... Because 30 was in New Orleans, and New Orleans is really nowhere special. So 40 could technically be anywhere. If they didn't worry about putting 30 in New York, I don't think they would care about putting 40 in New York. But 40 in LA would be great. But I'd like to see him here before that. I don't want to wait that long. 40 could be back in Dallas at the big, giant Jerry World. 100,000 people.
Unloading on Dean Ambrose. This could be it. I don't know if Ambrose has got much left in the tank, if anything at all. Complete malice from Ambrose and Dean Ambrose.
Look out, Renee. You better hope Drew McIntyre is careful or you're not going to be having any children.
McIntyre have in mind. That side suplex driving McIntyre spine first off our announce table.
Switch that momentum.
And look at Ambrose.
Oh, I even mentioned that in my one of my last episodes or reviews that I did, Julio. They look like two completely different people. How different McIntyre looked back then. Low blow. Hey, I just mentioned about not having kids. There you go, Renee. Got the low blow.
Ambrose asked for this.
Damn, Renee.
McIntyre lost.
Oh my God!
I cannot believe that.
I didn't see what he did. What did he do that made Renee scream, oh my God, hit him in the face with something? I didn't even see it. Show a replay, Kevin Dunn.
Drew McIntyre.
Freaked Renee out, though.
Can this man go? How low can he stoop? We know what McIntyre said. He's
They might be writing Dean off of TV.
destroy everyone in the Shield. And he's trying to get to Ambrose. He did it to Reigns earlier tonight. And I'd like to remind you once again. Cover. Almost count anyway.
Renee's really pissed. Like, if you keep beating him up, he's not going to be able to drive to the next town, and I hate driving.
This. It was Ambrose that wanted balls count anywhere. No disqualification. And look at Dean can't even stand, missing wildly with that right hand. Don't give up, Dean. Come on, Dean. Come on, Dean. Come on, Dean.
Oh, man.
My God, is there no lengths to which McIntyre...
McIntyre's getting creative.
McIntyre's not going to stop as long as Dean Ambrose is caught in that
He's going to Claymore him in the... Oh! Good spot. I like it. That looked good. Sounded good, too. Dean, you have lost. Yeah, you're definitely... We're doing McIntyre and Roman at Mania. That was a good finish. I liked it.
that is more dangerous in WWE than Drew McIntyre. I don't give a damn what anybody says. This man wants to hurt people. This man wants to hurt people.
I like the finish. I thought it told the story of presenting Drew as a monster, lining him up for Roman. What else did you want them to do? I like the creative finish. Claymore in the guardrail. Ouch. Oh, he had the pencil. Oh. So he took Corey Graves' pencil and stabbed Dean Ambrose in the eye. That's what freaked out Renee. Okay. I was wondering why the hell she was losing it. This Claymore is pretty good. Ooh, ow, god damn. Well, if there wasn't a... Dean's getting back up. It's top of the hour now, so unless they have an overrun... I think Dean should finish... Or I think Drew should finish Dean off. Another Claymore as the show goes off the air. All right, that's the end of Raw. So yeah, what did we see tonight? We had the Shield coming out, having their farewell send-off in the opening segment. We had Kurt Angle announcing that he's going to have a retirement match at WrestleMania, which I think will be John Cena. We had Batista and Triple H finally agreeing to their WrestleMania match. I think it was Batista that laid down the challenge. He even mentioned having his final match or ending his career or whatever, so there could be a career on the line there too. But we know we're going to get a no-holds-barred match against Batista and Triple H. Seth and Brock is on the docket. They're setting up McIntyre and Roman Reigns. Bobby Lashley is your new Intercontinental Champion. Forgot to mention that. He won the show, or he won the belt on the show tonight. 7 out of 10 you're giving it, Aaron? Tonight's Raw was alright. Definitely had some stuff going on, didn't we? I'm kind of thinking Seth might, it's not necessarily a given that he's going to win at WrestleMania either. I kind of agree, but that's probably what they're doing. And I think Roman will beat Drew, yeah. Fans aren't going to like that and think he's buried and all that, but you just have to deal with it. It goes with the territory. But yeah, right now on paper and everything, if it turns out to be Roman and Drew, you got to go Roman on that. How can you not? You're out of here. All right, peace out, Greg, or whoever said goodbye. Zane, I'm out of here too because I got to get some shit done. I'm trying to work on these videos. I have a big video planned for this Sunday, the 17th, and I'm a little bit behind on it. There may be a chance it's delayed a day or two, but Sunday is a really good day to upload videos. A lot of people are home doing nothing, and it's a long one, and it's fun. So I'm still shooting for Sunday. But I got a big podcast to do this week. I'll probably be up Thursday morning. Yeah, Thursday morning I will have episode 533, I think we're on, and I'll discuss the festivities at Fastlane, what we saw on Raw tonight, and what we see tomorrow night on SmackDown. And then this Sunday, big special WrestleMania related episode. So make sure you stay tuned and subscribe because you're going to have some content coming this week. Rousey can't wrestle. Of course she can't. She can't wrestle, right? All right, Die Hard. Peace out, all y'all. I hate to leave with a pretty good audience in here, but I just have a lot to do tonight, and I want to get started on it because I do not want to delay any of these videos coming to YouTube. Oh, before I get out of here, though, Aaron, I forgot to mention that about Monday Night Raw. Alexa Bliss hosting. No problem with that. Alexa Bliss is not hard to look at, and I think Alexa Bliss is very similar to what they did with the New Day a couple of years ago. She's a big part of the show, has a big spot on the card. She's always featured. She has a talk show. So if she doesn't have a storyline direction or really an opponent they can put her with, have her host the show. Why not? So I'm cool with it. No issue. Take it easy. Shadow Rocks, Andy, Diego, all y'all. Appreciate you hanging out. And join me this Thursday for episode 533. I'll talk to y'all then. Peace.